podcast.
3.2, 3.3. We had some technical difficulties. We're back. It should work now.
Now we're on SoundCloud and shit. Now it's figured out.
I'm so frustrated.
Well, it doesn't help that we take a dab every time it fucks up, and it becomes,
That's true.
exponentially more difficult for us to fix it because we're higher.
What are you trying to say? You want to take a dab?
I mean, yeah, actually.
Okay, yeah, I get all that.
Maybe exactly what I was saying. Might get over here.
So you know when you hit the torch.
Yeah.
The torch is epic.
This is the craziest torch ever,
Well, this
man.
is actually extinct torch. This is the new gun stuff. Anyone ever sees a Burnsomatic Quickfire? Burnsomatic Quickfire is a torch that is discontinued, and it takes only one style propane tank. And you can only get those tanks, and you can only get the gun. But if you ever see the gun, do not buy it, because you cannot get tanks for it.
So why are you even talking about it?
Yo, shit,
Because they still sell them at the stores.
Ready?
So loud.
Yeah, it is. It's like a jet.
Did we already talk? Yeah, we already talked. Because there was that fucking kid who said
Oh, about the stuff.
we'd melt the titanium if we used a welding torch.
I mean, we can't melt it because it's not in a vacuum and all that bullshit.
Yeah. And if he melted his titanium nail, he got sold fake titanium. But it is what it is. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm so fucking high.
We've smoked so much. We've been fucking around.
I know, and I've been so
Shit.
frustrated.
We've already done 2 podcasts of fucking we're shit.
Yeah.
Now we're fucking around with this shit.
Oh, fuck. It's doing it again. No.
Still recording, right?
It better be.
Yeah, like the little numbers are.
Okay.
I'm just over here dying, don't mind me.
Yeah, he's a cougher. He's a cougher. Yeah.
Still coughing.
I am still coughing.
Damn.
I even sniffed.
I am a call, like, I'm I'll take like a little baby ass hit, whether it's a dab or regular weed, and I'll cough for a minute.
Tell us your first dab experience.
Yeah.
Was it a dale? Was it a bowl topping? Was it a skillet?
I'm trying to think right now. Let's see. So I
yeah,
wasn't in
that
New
good?
York. I was definitely in Cali. So when I first moved to Cali, so I was living in San Diego, right about near SDSU. So I think that's okay. It wasn't. I didn't know it as wax or as dabs at that point. We got oil, which I knew was hash oil. Obviously,
Yeah.
same shit. I'm assuming it was butane extracted. I can't be positive, but I'm pretty sure it was. So we got a big bowl of it for like $20 a gram. It was black. It was nasty. I had no idea that was nasty at that point. I was happy to have any type of oil being from the East Coast. It's not,
true.
Especially a couple years ago, because oil's popped off recently. It's become more available on the East Coast and the West Coast. But 3 years ago it was less available. So I got some. We had no way to smoke it. We were putting it on, we'd melt a little bit of it and drop it on a bong hit, or we'd put it on a joint and we'd smoke it, and that was cool. And then I went down to the head shop. Speaking of head shops, I want to say a shout out to the Funky Monkey in San Diego.
In San Diego, and yeah.
Let's shout out.
Is that where you got your Toro?
Yeah. The Funky Monkey in Pacific Beach, I believe. It might have been Ocean Beach. No,
I love
think
how
it's
you
Pacific
went
Beach.
East Coast.
Shout out.
And did like a Biggie shout out.
Oh yeah. I guess that's an East Coast thing. But I got my
Shout out Ray Ray.
No, I got my Toro there, and I got my SG Stone Glassworks ash catcher that I use there, and that was a couple years ago. I use that shit every day. I fucking love it. But I went over there and I was talking to the dude, and he was like, "Here, try this shit out," and he gave me a health stone, which at that point nails and skillets. They existed, but this was 3 years ago. They were less popular, to say the least. And he was like, "Yo, check this shit out. It's like a stone. You drip the oil on it and use a little torch and hit it." And I was like, "Oh,
I
that's
heard about
cool."
this. I never tried it.
Those things break.
It's cool. I'll say that much. It's cool. It's just a little slide you can put in your bong. Basically, there's a porous carbon type of stone that you
And it goes
drop
right
your
through
shit
it,
on,
right?
and you just you put a little handheld torch on it, and you just torch it, and it'll fucking vape it, and it mostly gets absorbed into the stone. Nothing really drops through, which is cool, except. It's not. You don't like. It's a cool starting tool. It's no nail. It's no skillet.
Skillets.
Mine actually cracked because I just used it so much. I had it for like 6 months, and
That's the
basically
same
it
thing
just cracked for me heating it and
I tell
stressing it so
people-
much.
with like glass or quartz nails. It's like, why you
Yeah. I mean,
it's just gonna break.
Yeah, just
pay the money. I mean, you got to start somewhere. I understand.
Real
Like,
titanium.
you know, if you don't smoke that many concentrates, a Healthstone is a legit thing. For $50, you can get a slide that you can just stick in there. You know, it might be cheaper than a nail and a dome, at least a nice one anyway. You don't need like a big torch. You just need a little handheld one, a little cigar lighter. Like, so I get it. You know, it's a good.
You said, starting.
Yeah. You know.
Well, do you remember
that.
your first nail? Because I think nail is really the true step into the point.
Oh no, you guys are gonna love this. So, you know, moving on further on to me living in California, I found a dude who was selling a bunch of oil. I was buying wax by the gram from dispensaries in San Diego and up here.
Wait, hold on, I want to stop. I'm gonna tell something. I don't know if anyone
they can hear it.
If they can hear if you want to know what that crumbling it is. Baby decided to spill a lot of wax all over his belt.
All right, he dropped like 10 grams on his belt and pulled like
9.5
of it off
because
immediately.
it's pretty funny, and he was screaming and all pissed off, and there's
So I can't get all of it off.
Yeah, he's got 0.5 stuck on the belt.
So my only option was to wrap it in parchment paper. So
it doesn't fuck up everything else.
So I'm so fiddling with parchment paper.
I'm trying to get it
to get this fucking wax off his belt.
And it's so annoying, and I can hear it in the headphones. So I'm trying to be quiet, and all you can hear is just like. And I know it's distracting as fuck for RJ.
Cleaner stuff.
I want it. Fuck this. I'm like. I know it works on everything,
but you're just too lazy.
You're not trying to fuck up the leather on your belt. It might fuck up your leather.
Nor that.
I have no idea. It might not.
What?
I have no idea.
The Narmon!
What's the
Narmon one? Can I run over the Narmon?
Yes.
Yee!
Oh boy, we're getting Narmon.
The Narmon is coming.
I don't know how long.
King, have you met Narmon? I got that one, didn't I?
That
was a good one.
Let's just point out that's the first time he's not used my actual name and actually said King, and we didn't have to cut it out.
Yeah, right.
We're into 2 hours into doing this. He finally got it correct.
Good dab.
Yeah.
Dab, babe. Dab.
No, don't do that.
I met him at your birthday party.
I'll take it for you.
Oh yeah.
Briefly, not extended. I showed up as a cameo, a life cameo.
I got fucked
popped
up
in and
that
said
night.
what's up. You did.
I was white boy wasted at the Roseville.
White boy wasted.
I've
never heard that before.
Right?
I don't. Do people say that? Is that a thing?
White girl wasted.
White girl wasted. That makes more sense. Yeah. I get that.
But I'm faded when I stay like I go third person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's how you know when I'm like.
I remember that was the whole goal in Long Beach, but you never really quite got. I
don't like to get drunk though.
Well, why does anyone like to get drunk? I mean, I went golfing on Sunday, and I forgot to eat food, of course. But
is that why you pussed out on dabbing?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't.
Oh my god, dude! I didn't eat any food, and I drank hella beer, and
dude,
I was so fucked
I didn't
up.
know that it was Cinco de Mayo till like 6:00 at night because I had nothing to do. What was that, Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had nothing to do on Sunday because I'd like done all the shit I had to do. I literally just sat at home and dabbed out and fucking chilled all day, and I didn't know it was Cinco de Mayo till like late in the afternoon. Just because I was dabbing, and I like looked, I realized it because you tweeted some shit about it. You were like
dab.
Cinco de Mayo or some shit.
Cinco dab
and I was just like a Cinco dab Mayo. There you go.
Yeah, Cinco dab.
And I was like, oh shit, it is Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it's really a thing on the East Coast. We don't really have a lot of a large Mexican culture.
You got Cubans in Florida.
Yeah, no, we got Cubans, but they don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I guess.
Isn't it like Mexican Independence Day? Or did I just make that up? Is that not what it is at all? That's just really racist. Now I feel bad.
Dude, to be 100%.
I'm sorry if that was offensive to anyone. I have no idea what Cinco de Mayo is for.
I doubt majority of the people that are like, let's get fucking drunk, even know either. So they fuck them. And fuck anyone who says
I know what St. Patrick's Day is for.
Is Cinco de... I thought Cinco de Mayo is Day of the Dead. Or is that a different day?
No, that's the Dia de los Muertos. Which is like not Mexican Halloween because you're not supposed to call it that, but like it's
when's that?
It's Mexican. I'm pretty sure it's like Halloween or like one of the it's like October 30th, 31st. Some shit like that.
I'm dabbed out time traveling.
I only remember this because I took a Spanish class in high school and one day it was Halloween.
one Spanish class.
I said A. I mean, I don't know how many
required.
I took. Yeah, of course it was required.
Oh, I fucked that. I didn't take Spanish. I took art.
I took French.
Art? That was the way you could took art instead of Spanish?
Yes, it was language or art.
Oh my god,
So
that's
I
not
California,
fair.
I fucking took art.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking.
No, you had to take Spanish if you want to go to college. And I was like, fuck that whole college shit. I'm not going to college.
Word.
I'm making shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
this is the way to go.
Hunter just texted me and said, "Get the podcast done, faggot." So
Well,
I'm
guess
just
what?
gonna say, "Guess what, faggot? I am."
Yeah, we're doing it, son. Relax, homie.
God damn it.
Send him a
getting
picture. Send him a picture and be like, "We are faggot."
Tell him to take a dab and relax.
Dude, that guy when he takes dabs, funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Funniest shit. He freaks out. The other night we spent like 3 hours. We spent. Oh, I know you have. Oh, fuck. Yeah. See, yeah.
Which just because honestly is because like
Your roommate.
I'm not I'm like, you know, I'm not like fanboy about him. Like he's like that's all good, but like I just don't pay attention. Like, I didn't even have any social media my whole life until you told me to get a Twitter account. Like,
that is true.
You were just like, yo, make a Twitter account. I was like, why? And you were like, dude, people want to see the shit that you're smoking and doing.
I know it's coming out.
And I was like, really? And apparently they cared, at least to some degree, which is still just, I don't understand, but hey, if y'all like it, I'll keep it up.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good
I don't
thing.
do much other than go to school nowadays and chill, so why not?
Is it safe to ask your major?
Yeah, I'm getting my bachelor's in marketing currently, and then
That's a good
hopefully
safe major.
when
Not
I'm
some stupid like history or
yeah
psychology or something.
yeah hopefully when I'm done
Foreign films.
I should be
Yeah. People get stupid out shit. Like I really like the psychology and numbers.
I got a
I'm
master's
taking-
in European history.
Yeah,
That-
what
that
the fuck are you gonna do with that? Get business or marketing or something?
my
Fucking
homie got
smart.
his major in psychology and his minor in art, and now he's at home working general contracting for one of his relatives because that's that's the end result, man. Like it's tough, but if you don't get a real degree, in something that is actually applicable, like if you go to school and get a degree just because you're supposed to get a degree, you're gonna end up fucked. You have to get a degree in some shit that A, you like, and B, you can do something with. So hopefully after I'm done getting my bachelor's in marketing, I'm trying to transfer into a 1-year MBA program, which I know exists and takes in people with grades like mine. So theoretically, with 2 years from
Do you have
2
good
months
grades?
from now, what?
Do you have good grades?
Yeah, I have a 3.7 or a 3.8. Like I'm on the dean's list. I don't. That's my thing. Like if you can't smoke
Damn, I was
a
looking
shit
at
ton of weed.
C's.
Well, yeah, like if you can't smoke a shit ton of weed and do your fucking schoolwork and you go to college, stop smoking so much fucking weed. Do your goddamn schoolwork. Like I can smoke this much weed and I can take 20 dabs a day because I'm on Dean's list. Like,
What's a functional anything? I mean, I don't care if it's candy or
I know I
beer
caught-
or
Yeah.
anything.
Okay,
Takes over.
let's get into that
that's one of
because
those things.
I got so much flack for that.
No,
when
there's
I was
people out
saying
there
that shit.
who work out like a
You remember
fucking
that when I was saying that?
motherfucker.
Okay.
No,
okay,
I
okay.
agree with you on that one.
All right. I said this shit on Twitter saying, I don't give a fuck what you say about addiction. You're a pussy. Like, because it's all you. I don't give a fuck where your bloodline comes from, how much of a bad life
This
you've
is
had.
true. What everyone's saying, the pussy thing is just an excuse. I mean, what they're saying,
But I got DNA that says
Yeah.
no.
That's an excuse for you to drink.
Your
Just
DNA,
don't do it.
Your DNA moved your hands. Your DNA moved your hands and put that cup in your mouth and made you drink it. No, you fuck.
I got into this exact argument with one of my friends in New York, and basically he said, "You're addicted to cigarettes, you can't quit." I said, "No, I enjoy smoking cigarettes. There's a difference." Now, anybody that smokes cigarettes, technically, sure, you're addicted. End of the conversation happens. I put out my cigarette halfway through. Don't smoke cigarettes for 30 days straight. Have my friend pay me like $200 for doing it, and then go back to smoking cigarettes the next day. You know why I didn't smoke cigarettes and I put it out in the middle? Because I have fucking willpower. I decided that I wasn't going to smoke cigarettes, and if I did smoke a cigarette during that 30-day period, in my head, I was such a little bitch that I couldn't handle it, and I wouldn't be able to go through with that knowing that I was a bitch and couldn't smoke cigarettes, even though I said I wasn't going to.
Exactly.
And knowing that
See,
prevented
he
me from
conquered
ever
addiction by
smoking
not being a
cigarette.
pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did never smoked a cigarette for that 30-day period. Went right back to it after because I enjoy smoking cigarettes. That is what it is.
There's a difference between, Like, okay, I will say that at some point it does become a chemical dependence, but it would not have gotten there
if you didn't do it
if you weren't a fucking pussy
yeah.
and hiding from your problems all the time.
Well, yeah, you're saying that's what you're arguing. You're arguing that this became that, and people are arguing that that is already there because they're saying it's a chemical dependency and that you can't get away from it. But
fuck you.
Man up and go through withdrawals. Man up
up.
and go through withdrawals. Say, I know the next week of my life is gonna suck, but I'm
that's
gonna
what
be
I was
done with this
arguing.
shit.
The
I'm
whole
gonna be a
thing
man
he's
about
arguing
it.
is that if you didn't ever get yourself in that position,
Yeah.
you don't understand
Absolutely.
the chemical dependency, but you're the self that put yourself in the where you're chemically dependent now.
I know, and then these dumbasses go like, well, why don't you quit smoking weed? It's like,
I don't want to.
Look, motherfuckers, I'm 22 and I'm high all day, every day, and I don't have a job. That's because I smoke weed, and I can do this shit while smoking weed. It doesn't prevent my life. When it starts fucking up my shit, then I'll probably slow it down. Until then, go fuck yourself, because it just seems the more I smoke, the more money I make.
Right now, it's a business.
It's my business of smoke. I'm in the business of smoking.
99% of all the money I've ever made in my life has been from weed. I live day to day currently because of the things I've done with weed. That's a fact. The only reason I'm able to do as good as I am in school is because I have the money to do what I want when I'm outside of school, which is due to weed.
You do have an extreme case.
You're 1%.
You're a 1%er. You're a 1%er of the pot world, which is a 1%er of the real world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's how I feel about like the chances of me having wound up here with you guys after everything that I did to make it to the 1% of not only the California
1% of
world,
escaping?
but the 1% of the Northern California world. Where, sorry, SoCal, but y'all know what's going on up here.
That's true.
I lived there for a year. I moved up here because the bud was better.
Even,
everybody knows, dude.
Yeah, I moved.
but also the one thing, the more north you go, the indoor market's also getting pretty badass. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
This
like
is true.
You go to Oregon or Washington.
That's all they have up there is indoor now.
Yeah,
I got
I mean, the Washington indoor market's pretty badass.
I got my family member moving to Oregon very shortly. My sister, so I'm pumped. I've actually never been up there before. She's moving out in a couple months. I'm about to go check it out. I'm excited.
Oregon.
Yeah,
I want to go back.
I heard
but
it's real pretty.
It's real pretty.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, definitely gonna go to Oregon soon.
we gotta go to Washington.
Oh, yeah,
especially
Washington.
because like,
yes,
like
We
I've
gotta
been
go
to
see
a,
Johannes.
yes, that'd be so sad.
No,
Oh, I'm down to make the trip.
Yeah, you gotta come,
Here's something.
too.
Here's something I want to ask y'all about.
What?
710 Cup.
Yeah,
Thoughts, opinions.
I don't really know much about it. I guess I don't know if it's gonna be just some sort of political show about
yeah. Is it gonna
who's got what, or is it gonna be a legit competition of what's good and what's not? I don't know.
Well, let's address that as a fact that if for those who don't know, Cannabis Cups and other cannabis judging competitions, highly political games. It's not let's vote in the best weed that we found. Very, very political. There's politics all up in
Is it going to be a blind test? Is it going to be?
Yeah, I was
You
just
come
saying. I
to a
don't think
table,
people
you have
know
an
that.
A through Z. I mean, is it going to be like that, or is it going to be like
everyone,
this is from this
everyone
person,
thinks
from that
that like
person?
Everybody thinks that
they
the
can
best
just
weed
walk
wins,
Up, they
and
can
that's
just
not
walk
what
up
happens.
to a cannabis cup and be like, "Hey, this is my wax. It's better than everything here. Can I enter it?" No.
No.
In order to even get your shit into a cannabis cup, it has to already be vended through a club. That club has to enter it.
Yeah.
So then you don't even get credit for it from the get-go.
Yeah, the clubs are the ones that are competing because a common person can't compete.
Yeah. So, and it's like any other election that there is for anything when you're voting on something. It's very highly political. Not necessarily the best strain wins. I'm not saying the best strain doesn't win, but there's a lot of other factors there than just the quality.
No, I'm
of
saying the best strain doesn't win.
Okay. Yeah, you can just come out and say it. I wasn't gonna go that far.
I'll
but
say
yeah.
it. I'll say it
Okay.
because me and RJ could have won multiple times, and we've kind of been blackballed out of it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what it comes down to.
it's a circle like every other thing.
We clearly can produce a better product than the guy who won last year. I don't know this year, but the guy, yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I
the
agree.
one thing is, we don't know anything about the new 710 Cup. It's in a different state. It's a whole new thing. Is this?
I don't know the entries.
Is this the first year?
Yeah, first one.
First
So yeah,
year.
I mean, this could be.
I mean,
a whole
and
new
then they
setup.
asked
It
me
could
to be
a good idea.
celebrity judge, or they said it could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that even means.
The what?
There's a potential. That means they want you to come and tell people to go, but they're not actually going to pay you or let you do anything. They're like, we want you to tell everyone you know to go. We're just not actually going to hook you up for shit. That's exactly what that means.
I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
Yeah, that's what it would mean if I was on the other side of the equation. So, that's
it?
That's what I would do if I was them. That's
wow.
I don't know.
Well, this is the first year, right?
But I'm
Yeah.
But they
So
say
they need all the publicity they
You
can
know,
get.
they
So I'm
might
sure
be
we're
kinda
helping
like,
them out
you know,
right
yeah,
now.
but they
Yeah,
have like
some bumps
Hitman
and shit.
Glass and shit
Sponsor?
and Grassroots, I think.
Yeah, no,
that's
like
some big
from
names.
what I've seen, it seems pretty cool. Regardless of whether you guys plan to enter anything or anything like that. I like the idea of a cup that's only for concentrates. There
I like the
needs to be
idea of
something
that,
like
but I
It's
don't like
cool.
the idea of cannabis cups that sell judges' passes.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. That's a preposterous
I mean, it
notion.
should be kind of like who makes what and who knows more about the product and who's smokes more, I guess.
Not
Yeah.
just some kid who's blasting glass tubes in his backyard.
Thinking he's a pro.
And thinking he's a pro because he makes some fucking amber sap or oil or whatever. You know what I mean?
You know, one of the most consistent things about the weed game, of any kind of game, is consistency. Is being able to produce a lot of it repetitively at the same quality. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, they pull it and it's, dude, I have a good crop. Next month, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's being able to keep doing it over and over again and having the best stuff.
That's awesome
over
if
and
you
over
can do
again.
it once. I want to see you do it 3 times in a row.
Yes.
At least.
At least. Before I'll even believe that you did it.
Right?
Blast that shit and do it good.
Yeah.
No,
Because there's very few people I've even seen on the Twitter shit that have been like, I've seen a lot of kids buy good stuff, but all these kids that are like, I'm making some shit. You know, it's kind of, I'm like, no, I don't.
Well, there's some kids out there, they produce some good shit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some people have it,
Some
but
of
you have like an eighth of really good shit. And I mean, that's awesome, but
Hey,
Yeah.
don't be a dick.
I know.
Well, no. I mean, think
Dude,
about
an eighth to a lot of these kids. Come on,
I was gonna say when I first started,
that's what I'm saying. An eighth would fucking.
Oh yeah, an eighth
That's
is,
fucked
eighth
your
is
life
lot
up
of
for a
wax.
month.
Yeah.
True.
About
Now-
a month, but yeah.
Noon. Noon. Maybe from
I could kill him.
9 a.m.
I could kill
9
an
a.m.
eighth
to
by noon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could kill an eighth in 3 hours. It's doable.
Like that's
Yeah,
doable.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do.
Oh no!
No,
Don't.
well, okay.
We're not
You
gonna.
can't-
No, we gotta do it.
You can't give it away because
Okay.
then someone.
Let's just say there's gonna be a crazy surprise.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, this
We
is,
gotta make an epic Vine or just an epic video, or
it's gonna be
just a-
YouTube. I think
Yeah,
that's
we're
YouTube.
yeah, it's gonna be a
That's
YouTube
going on my
video,
YouTube channel, dude.
And
Oh, yeah. We gotta figure a very strategic way to do it and pull it off, and it's gonna be sick.
he's so sketchy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
Oh, my
fucking.
God.
but let's just
So
say
let's just say it's gonna
THC
be
levels will be off the chart. Let's just leave it at that.
comas.
Yeah.
Will be more THC than most people can
Dude.
comprehend.
It should be fun. I'm excited. RJ's a madman.
Oh,
This
mad
guy-
scientist over here.
Oh man,
This
come
guy
with crazy
just
shit.
today, while like me and King have been over here just processing, just making some gold. Like just today, this guy has said a couple things to us where we both looked at each other like, the fuck did he just?
It's like sometimes he's not speaking English. I don't even understand all the time.
Well,
Wait,
just
should we
coming
do-
out with my new product, like my other
Project
bong
at
attachment
Narmon's.
that we came.
Oh, yeah,
We
okay.
I don't know if we can tell you about that project, but it's just an attachment for the bong.
Yeah, we have a couple new things coming in the works.
yeah, that shit was mind blowing.
Yeah, that
That's like having a remote for your TV, mind blowing. Like, oh shit, I can click it while not going up to the TV and changing a dial. Like that's the kind of revolutionary we're coming out with for bong related
Simple
accessories.
shit.
But
Simple
simple,
things.
Yeah,
simple,
something
easy.
so simple that
That'll
why the
save your
fuck didn't
shit.
anyone think of
Yeah.
it yet? That's how it goes.
But RJ has.
Yeah,
RJ
clearly
did.
someone was thinking of it.
Just thinking all the time.
Well,
That's all
no,
I do.
RJ. What happens to RJ is RJ just has like something really fucked up happen, and then he goes, "That's never
I
happening."
fix
again."
my problems. I hate when shit like if I go camping, everything that goes wrong in that camping, I fix. And so whenever something happens, I make sure it doesn't happen again. And I always repair things in a way that
never
fixes my life.
Yeah,
so
there's
my
no
house
room.
is designed in a way to make my life comfortable. So I put things everywhere and
His house is awesome.
TVs and
is
speakers
pretty
and
good.
certain
Speaking of-
things.
is this like
and-
pull-up bar? Like up
yeah, it's a pull-up bar.
There's just a
ceiling.
pull-up bar on the living room attached to the ceiling. This is the coolest thing ever.
notice. I thought
I saw it and I was like, is that
Oh.
a pull-up bar? What the fuck?
And then you got like a two-way mirror door.
Yeah, so you can see people.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
This room, pretty dope.
Yeah.
But the kitchen is just what's so intriguing to me.
All the hot water. The hot water's the
hot water
only thing.
That's the coolest thing
That
I've
is
ever
the
seen.
coolest fucking thing.
All right, so he's got this.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Like, okay, he has two sinks in one sink, but one sink is a regular sink, and the other one's just a spigot that shoots out how hot water?
190 degrees.
190
degrees.
But I mean,
Fuck
some
your
microwaves.
microwave.
If it touches
your
you,
microwave.
it burns.
It burns like a bitch.
Yeah,
But
cleans glass so good.
shh.
Hot water?
Hot water, dude. But it's perfect for ramen,
Ramen.
cocoa.
Coffee,
Oh my dude.
tea,
Yeah, like anything you
other hot beverages.
Everyone should get one.
hot water.
Everyone should get
Yeah,
one.
that's a big one.
If you just want hot water, I don't
You
know.
know, it's great.
But like if you're high and you don't like microwaves, then you use
You
that.
don't like microwaves.
Oh, wait, what does
Who doesn't
microwaves
like
have to do with
microwaves?
anything?
You know what I mean? For like heating up like top ramen or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
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 yeah, I
microwave.
got you.
Yeah, I did connect that kind of like far.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
don't like
understand.
microwaves.
I was really confused by that.
It makes sense in my head.
Yeah, just not the words.
That's
Out
dab.
of
That's
your head.
dab language.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can talk
Dab
right,
language.
but it don't make sense.
So high, can't think what's going on.
Yeah. It's like dab syndrome.
Should I take a dab?
I just did. Your turn.
I'd just like to point out that I brought my Toro over, and it's been the only piece that we've hit.
What have you
The
wrong
whole
like?
time.
It's kind of fucked up.
Dude, it's so
my
nice.
rig has been neglected
Oh,
this
man.
whole time.
That is true. I
It
mean,
was
the
always
poor
my
thing.
dream when I was in New York.
But this
to get a
Toro's good,
Toro.
man. It's fucking. Is it wrong to say dabs are so good it gives you downs?
That's
I don't know. That's borderline really offensive.
that's really borderline.
That's borderline the most offensive thing I've ever heard.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
Borderline?
Remember, like we used to call your house concentration camp.
Yeah, this is true. We did call my crib the concentration camp for a little while. That may be extremely offensive to a lot of people, but shit was going down there. Shit was going down.
She was going. You know, like our gas bill was pretty high. No,
But
cooking
Concentration
dabs.
camp.
No. It was, actually, our gas bill was pretty high. We were spending a lot of money on butane.
oh yeah, I thought you meant like gas in terms of like utilities at the apartment.
No.
I was like, why the fuck would my gas bill be high? What are you insinuating that we're doing?
Cooking
Like-
people.
Yeah, like what?
No, I'm just,
Come on, son. Come on, son. You can't do that.
I don't give a fuck. It's at that point right now. I'm so high. I'll say whatever. I don't even care. I don't care.
Hit the
You
mark.
need another drink and a dab.
Dude, I've had one too many beers. That's why I'm saying this shit.
Yeah.
One, two. I don't even know where the fuck like. Look at me, right? My eyes are done. My
Yeah.
eyes
They don't look like they're functioning too well.
chopping.
Good thing I'm driving.
But yeah, fuck that. I drive as like GTA 4.
I finally got Cali plates up on my car. I had
Oh,
New York
no,
plates
you're
on my car
legit.
for dumb long, so my car was kind of.
Oh, you hitting yours now?
Not legal.
Showing you some love?
I'm hitting
If-
mine because it's
Showing
fucking.
some
yeah,
love.
it was
It's all
illegal.
sad.
Hasn't been hit since it's been here.
Yeah, your bong's
Since
just sitting
it's been
there.
here,
All,
that's pretty. That's
it's got a little pouty face on
pretty
it.
bad.
I have mine all the time. I don't
Right.
hang, you know, and that's
That's
the same,
true.
That's the same reason why RJ is like ripping the fuck out of yours.
Yeah.
because RJ doesn't get to see the Toro all the time. You should
And the Toro doesn't really leave the house very often, does it?
No.
I never
That's
leave
another,
the Toro.
that's
never
another
leaves the
factor.
crib.
I mean, just because we're podcasting and processing and special event in here.
Yeah, you drop $750 on a bong, you don't tend to bring it around all that often.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
No one can hear you.
like, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people will say, "Oh, you know, that's a crazy waste of money. You can get the same bong, a Cirque du Cirque without the Toro logo on it for $250, $300. You know, just as nice a one." True, but kind of not true. When you hit a Toro, it's just kind of different. It's made on just another level.
The Toro's pretty awesome, but I mean, and it's gone its distance, but the cracks Let's talk about the cracks for a minute.
Yeah. My
Explain what's going on
my
here.
Toro has cracks in it, which no one knew. Thanks for bringing that up. You know, I was acting like it was fresh. I'm just playing. It's got some cracks.
That wasn't your fault.
It's got some cracks in the top circ. It used to have
No, there's
9
gotta be a reason
cracks,
for this. I mean-
and then it had 11 cracks. Now it's got about 20 cracks. It's just kind of spider web. Now this thing got cracked about 2 weeks after I bought it. Someone used a hose to clean
Oh,
it
this
out.
happened, like,
hot water
years
and then
ago?
cold water. Yeah, it's been cracked for years, and I've been smoking it for years.
Oh wow.
My bong has spider webbing all along
So
the
that's
top
actually quite
part
impressive if you
of
think
the
about
circ.
it.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm saying the build quality is ridiculous. I've been smoking that bong with a cracked top perk for almost 3 years, and it's barely cracked anymore at all. And I hit this bong 10 or 15 times a day at least. At least.
That's pretty
And my
badass.
roommate does too. This bong gets hit at least 30 or 40 times every day, and the crack is barely grown, and that's amazing after 3 years. The day that it does die, I'll be sad. But I'm not gonna. I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of it already. I smoked
It's
it
pretty impressive.
almost more than any piece I've ever smoked. Just because when you're young, you break them, you lose them.
Are you okay over there?
Parents
I'm really high.
Yeah. What'd you smoke?
What?
What'd you smoke?
I don't know.
Which thing?
Was it what
The
color was
diesel?
it? Was it gold or
Gold.
was it gold?
Theoretically, yeah, I was gonna say gold. You'd be like, is it yellow or is it gold?
Was
Is
it gold
it
or was it the
So what-
gold?
is it clear gold or is
what are
it
you asking
regular
me?
gold?
You said finally. What is that?
What?
Some big box. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, is it a shipment?
Yeah. We have this really funny group text that we're all in.
Yeah.
I mean, King's not in it because he's not part of the crew.
Wait, what? What? Over here texting someone else.
Is his roommate off? Oh shit, he probably just got home.
He's home and he just texted me, "Yo, what the
Where's
fuck?"
everyone's
Because the
shit?
fucking the Toro's gone, and I took my Atmos pen, so he doesn't.
should be like, "What do you
have a way
mean?"
to smoke wax? I mean, he's got the G pen, but it's not as good as the Atmos pens. So I feel kind of bad. I told him when we got home we'd get him hella high though. So.
Dope. It's all
So it's cool.
We got mic stands. Yeah.
Hey, I was over here asking about mic stands, and you get them as soon as I'm done doing the podcast, or while I'm doing it. It's fucked up.
Well, no.
Now you're gonna have to have me on again when there's mic stands.
You'll come on Hunters. You'll come on Hunters and you'll get real fucked up. This one's just getting hella high.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, I don't do shit but go to school and get really fucking high. That's how I keep my grades up. I don't really party anymore. I don't go out that much.
Yeah, see, it's
I'm
been a
just
minute
kicking
since
it
you
all the time.
partied, but you never
Yeah.
partied with Hunter.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah, see?
I partied.
Yeah, you partied pretty hard.
Yeah. Like
I'm not gonna discount it.
I haven't been doing shit.
I'm not gonna
since I've been
discount
on
it
the West
anymore.
Coast, though. Yeah, no, I mean, I know Hunter obviously is
Yeah.
famous for his
Being
parties,
a fucking
yeah, obviously
animal.
That's not the not quite the average level at
that
all.
that was the funniest shit because we brought RJ to Long Beach.
Oh fuck.
Like, RJ had known me for like a couple months at that point, and I was like, "Hey, come rage," And he's like, "All right." So
What? Where?
So this guy had never seen drugs before in his life, and in one weekend we introduced him to cocaine, Molly, like all this shit, drinking from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and extending that till 6 a.m.
Well,
And
Never
staples in the life of an East Coast drug dealer. I'm prepared for all these things.
I wasn't. I'm still not.
man,
I'm
that
still
was
a little
intense.
girl, dude. Like, I fucking take like day naps.
Oh, he did. He
Bro,
out there.
when we
Everyone
were-
was there
when we
partying.
were making moves. I was on lots of drugs. Like, I was not in my proper mindset. I can only imagine.
I wonder how much money you would have made if you weren't on drugs.
Not only that, but between
How much
the,
money you
know,
lost while on
yeah,
drugs.
How much money I just lost from doing stupid shit while on drugs. B, spent on hard drugs, which are obviously more expensive.
And
when I
got
wasn't
stolen
selling
from
them.
you.
Yeah, and then thinking about I forgot where I was going. Goddamn dabs.
Hard drugs.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's a sloppy place to be. How much better could I have made my business if I wasn't all fucked up? Like I didn't have my shit together. Like I was
But
just
that's always
sloppy.
what happens.
You know what I mean?
Start out.
I was
and
just
then-
sloppy. I didn't care. So what happens when you think you're on top? You get
Exactly.
fucking-
The
you get sloppy
second
as
you
fuck,
think
dude. Oh, I
You're
don't
in
give a fuck.
control.
I'm good. That's
You're
when
not.
you're done.
Yeah.
That's when you're done. I haven't done a single drug other than smoking weed, if you count that as a drug, since I've been in Cali.
No drugs, just
It's
weed.
like over 3 years now. And I'm
Damn,
not saying
son.
I had necessarily like a problem, but I was just doing a lot of drugs. I'm not gonna say I didn't have a problem. I'm not gonna be like I was addicted to mad drugs. I was just doing a lot of drugs for an extended period of time.
Dude,
But then I
only see
When I came out, I
it
was
becoming
done.
a problem. This is my thing. This is my view on drugs. It's only a problem if like all your income is going to it. Like,
Yeah.
like if your whole life purpose, sole reason for working is to get more your fix to continue your life,
you're fucking up.
you're fucking up. You're fucking up.
So what you're trying to say is, if drugs are given to you, take them, but don't buy them.
Yeah. No.
Basically,
I
to
mean,
sum it all up.
I mean, not fuck. Oh well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't worry about it.
As long as you can pull that off, you'd be fine. Because you can't pull that off forever. Everyone gets on you, and as soon as they don't do
No,
it,
dude. Like everyone wants to act like once you grow up, no one does drugs. It's like
no.
Bullshit. At least 30% of the adults that I know are on some fucking pharmaceuticals prescribed to them by their doctor so they can make it through the fucking day to day. That's some bullshit. You're a pansy. You're on fucking drugs.
That's what I'm
All right?
saying.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
Just 'cause it's a little pill.
Just because your doctor prescribed it to you doesn't mean it's not fucking drugs.
That's my doctor.
I'm sure
prescribed
someone's
this
going to say
me.
the same about weed somewhere.
Yeah,
But
but this-
prescribed drugs.
my doctor told me, man, keep smoking that shit. You're an angry little bastard. You know.
That's official. That's what's on your doctor's
It was
rec.
like,
Angry
stay calm,
motherfucker.
Devil.
Dude, I was such an angry little kid. I was so mean. I didn't understand why either. But now that I look back, I was like, nah, I just had a little fucking ego. I had like little man complex.
Why?
Cause I'm fucking 22. Look, and I look like I'm 12 years old still. Like, think about it.
true.
So like, and the whole time I was like, I'm still not that tall. You know what I mean? So I was short.
how tall are you?
Like 5'10", 5'11". Like I'm not that tall.
That's like average.
Yeah, well now still, but like,
Well, I'm 6'3".
look at this
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker.
6'2".
Look at you, motherfucker. Oh yeah, here's baby the baby. No.
Can't be a baby.
Yeah, you can.
I wasn't
it would-
tall when I was a kid, though.
It'd be cool to be ironic like that. To be like fucking 6'7", like 270. What's up, on baby? No, but like, no. I'm just Narman.
What is here?
The Narman is here.
You got another mic?
No. He can sit next to RJ on the love seat. Oh fuck! What was I saying? Back to when I was a
Now we
little
got
kid.
here. We got way too pumped.
I know. Oh my god. The Narman is here. This is
Hey,
King
Narman's
Sean.
here.
Narman. All right, I'm gonna pause it real quick. Now he's gonna say hi. We're gonna pause it and we'll be right back.
Alright.
Pause.
It is record.
And we're back. Nari's here.
We're back. We're started already.
Hey, Narimon13 back.
At Nariman, just dropping the Twitter tag, everybody.
That's the first thing we
Just-
always do,
just
man. I gotta keep it
drop in the
original.
Twitter
Gotta keep it
tag.
original. Yeah, I walk in here and there's a
Remember,
amazing piece.
He does not have a name. His name is King.
Yeah.
His name's King.
I don't
Yeah.
think he actually
King.
knows my name anyway, so I
Concentrate
think we're
King.
good.
Concentrate King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't think he knows my
Program?
actual name anyway, so I think we're good. We
No,
don't-
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, he's always messing
Don't
it up,
say it.
so
I know your actual name too.
Everybody knows my actual name.
So they think.
What?
I'm just mind fucking you, bro. Don't worry about it. I
I
haven't
knew what was
podcasted
going
in so
on.
long, man. I missed
Now
it.
he's gonna go to a whole bunch of Twitter asking, "What's the real name?" Nari said he's got a real name. Come on, man. What is it? Come on, Nari said he's hiding something.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Wait, he said that was his real name. Now what's his? Dude, I fucking hate
Hey.
you.
didn't you like show a picture of it on your license?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Conspiracy
so I don't think
theory.
anybody can.
Dude, they have fake licenses everywhere.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh my.
All right, I'm gonna take a dab real quick. I'm gonna hand the.
Oh yeah.
Rape and dab.
Yeah.
You're dabbing on the Toro too.
I know, it's awesome.
So smooth.
I feel
Thank you.
sorry for King.
It's my baby.
Why?
Because I'm gonna make you retell everything.
You want me to start from scratch?
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You might as well. I mean, because, dude, it's such an epic tale.
Yeah, tell Nari the tale.
And you gotta tell Nari because
Okay,
Nari.
Tell Nari the
Oh
tale.
man, see,
Nari
it's
knows
tough to
me.
just. It's tough
Nari
to
knows all the
tell
shit
off.
that I was doing.
You know what?
It's tough to tell off the
everyone
bat.
else's story because we're not uploading the other ones.
Yeah, we're not uploading.
So you
the
gotta
other
tell
ones.
everyone's story. They're gonna be so pissed if you don't tell the story now.
Okay. All right.
So you have to.
Where do we even start in this narrative?
We start
begin?
where you got kicked out of your
house.
house, and
you were
you
in
slept
second
in the
grade.
car,
Okay.
and then
I got kicked out of the house. Let's establish that I was being
Yeah,
a
let's
little
start there.
a little Dick Schmickinson. I deserved to get kicked out of the house.
Dick
This was entirely.
Schmickinson.
I don't know. I'm freeballing it here. Don't worry about it.
I'm free.
Exactly. Yeah, I was being a little asshole. Like I deserved to get kicked out of the house. Like,
Were you doing drugs?
Yes, I
Were
was
you
doing
partying?
drugs. I was partying.
Was it rock and roll?
Sometimes. Sometimes. Not for me. I had a friend who was a DJ. You never know what he was gonna spin.
That's a good one.
So your mom got fed up and
Yeah, she gave me the boot, rightfully. I was, let's say I just got kicked out of college. I was 18? 19. No, I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 19, so I go live in my buddy's house. He's making maneuvers with all kinds of drugs. I am like, yo, let me stay here. He's like, fine, but you gotta fucking, do some shit. So I start making runs for him. Then I start doing my own little thing, kind of making some money too. And like, basically, he was handling bigger scale stuff. I was handling smaller scale stuff and doing some deliveries and working for him.
So what do you mean, like eighths and quarters?
Yeah, I was doing everything like in terms of weed, I was doing everything like an ounce down. And like he was just doing like ounces and up, and I was just getting ounces off of him, and like we were just doing our thing together. He just didn't really need
the whole like
clientele.
the weed game is like a pyramid scheme.
Oh yeah, the weed game is a pyramid scheme. I mean, like,
So
the
you
more
were
people
at
you
kind
can-
of the middle level. You're working your way.
Yeah. I was where I was at. I was not doing anything particularly exciting.
Okay, so
and making deliveries, and he was giving me a couple $100 when I was making out of state deliveries and all that jazz. And we ended up getting an apartment together. It was with another person. They ended up flaking. It was like I guess you could call it like a 4 or 5 bedroom apartment. It kind of had like a split multi-room thing.
Yeah.
And so we get this place, and he's making some maneuvers. I'm just kind of low key. We lived there for maybe a month, and I go visit my fucking grandparents. And I come back to the apartment. Everything's gone. His shit, all of his shit, everything he owns is gone. He's not there, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to do, because at this point my life is based on the fact that I like sell weed for this kid and like run errands for him for cash. So I'm like,
style.
yeah, he's just gone. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I fucking call him. He's not picking up his phone and shit. He kind of had like he had some shit he had to deal with. He had a little bit of a breakdown. He had had to go get his shit together.
So you found out what happened later.
Yeah, he like I said, he kind of had a breakdown, wasn't happy with what he was doing with his life, and apparently very suddenly decided to change a lot of the things that he was doing, and just fucking left and didn't no heads up, no nothing, was just gone when I got back, and I was just like, oh, what the fuck. So the same day that I get back, his homie that he like gets weed off of comes over to drop off a quarter pound for him on the front, and he's not there, and he's like, all right, you fucking take it. I was like, okay. So I fucking took it, and then like a bunch of people, like I don't know if it's a New York thing or if it's an everywhere thing, but like we used to just let homies swing by the crib. People just come knock on the door and shit.
It's a New York thing.
Like, okay. So people fucking roll up and knock on the door and shit, and so people started coming over, and basically I had his clientele within a week because everyone kind of showed up and asked for weed. So I had all his clientele and his connect. So I started making my own maneuvers. Now this connect was the shittiest connect in the history of
Connects.
and Legos. He was the worst. Legit the type of dude that would be like, yeah, come over in 5 minutes. And then I go over to his crib, he wouldn't be there. I call him 20 times, knock on the door, he wouldn't be there. 3 days later, he'd hit me up and be like, yo, where the fuck were you? You were supposed to pick this shit up. And I'd be like,
I was
what?
waiting for 45 minutes.
Yeah, like I was
dog.
waiting
You
and
didn't
calling
show.
you all day long, and you were just gone. And he would just like,
Oh my god,
bro.
Man, it's the fucking worst.
I'm just like every time it's like, all right, yo, meet me here in 15 minutes, bro. All right, I'll be there. You fucking show up 10 minutes, right? You're chilling. Like 20 minutes goes by. You're like, all right, send a text. Yo, I'm here. Where you at, bro? Like,
I've had people legitimately send me on a 10-minute game before they're like, I'm here, bro. I'm here. And then finally 10 minutes later they go, sorry, man, I'm still on the freeway. Like, I'll be there in like 3 minutes.
oh
And I was like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not there anymore,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Like, I drove around for 10 minutes in a parking lot looking for someone that wasn't there. Fuck you. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
you're out.
fucking dick.
yeah. Fuck you.
hated that shit.
For $20? God, I was an idiot when I was like 16, dude.
Yeah.
God, back to you and your
All right,
shitty connect.
it's all good. So he's
tangents.
Fuck Shitty Connect.
He's
Yeah.
shitty. Start making maneuvers. I get myself some better connections and more people under me. I start fronting to more people and kind of increase the quantity of stuff that I'm moving. I'd like to point out that the whole time.
I'm sorry. I tried so hard not to laugh.
Come on.
But Nari almost.
Anyways.
All right. Well.
Wait.
Well,
Okay.
Nari tripped on his
Yeah.
way into the kitchen, and King didn't even see what happened. But basically,
I was taking a drink,
and
he-
RJ like
And he
it
was trying to listen to the story, but couldn't hold it in, and I couldn't
Yeah,
hold
it
it,
was-
in. And
But
oh my
back
god, I
to
was
Shitty Connects. So
Yeah.
basically, that dude hooked you up with the guys higher up in the chain, right?
No, actually, I just had
Or
to
he
go
just gave you enough
elsewhere.
clientele.
What do you mean, my boy that disappeared, or my connect at the
Your
time?
your connect.
No,
Shitty
my
Connect.
connect at the time was just a fucking, like, honestly, fuck that kid. If you ever listen to this, you know who you are, you motherfucker. You snitched on a bunch of people. You need to go to fucking jail or get your
Whoa.
ass beat. So,
No, you
look
don't get
out,
your ass beat
motherfucker.
for that, bud.
First off,
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
get your ass beat for being a snitch.
yeah, that was a low key phrasing of what's.
Yeah. But anyways,
moving on.
So
RJ
I
has
found
the
some
most
shit.
blank face
I
right
found
now.
I found some shit.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. No.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That kid got caught up numerous times and manages to make it away with no charges every time. So
I wonder
at this point,
how.
I'm sure
I
someone's done
wonder
something about
how.
it. I'm sure this 3 years with me not being out there, someone's done something about it. I'm
Something,
sure
someone's done.
he's not
Yeah.
involved.
Okay.
Regardless.
So you got fed up. We're like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go find someone else.
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
these
I found
trees.
people outside the circles. People knew I was putting in moves. Like anyone that had ever, worked in my general area, realized I was putting in moves and, put me on with a different number of people. I ended up finding, okay shit. I was making a decent amount of money, but nothing too crazy until one of my real close homies, who was a good boy of mine, not the most. It's not that he's not trustworthy. He loves to talk. He talks a lot, He's got big talk, so I don't always take everything he says with a grain of salt. He told me he could get me Cali Connect, so I was like, do what you got to do.
Show
son.
and prove,
yeah,
son.
You know how it works. You show me the money. Show me the money. You bring some tree or whatever over here. You get someone over here for me to talk to. We can work something out. Within a month, he got a bunch of people to drive across the country with a dumb amount of weed.
They drove it?
Yeah, they drove it in a car. All the way across the country in 3 days.
That's
They,
fucking
alternated
stupid.
turns. Whoa, well, I mean, at that point, we didn't really know.
How much?
It wasn't that much. It was like 2 or 3 pounds, dude.
Are you fucking?
They made enough money off of me to make it worth their while to drive it across the country and back, and I made enough money off of everyone else to make it more than worth my while to keep doing it. That's how big the fucking profit margin was.
Damn. So what happened? They didn't keep driving it.
So
What was
wait,
the
how
next
much-
step?
No. We drove it like 2 or 3 more times.
Wait.
Yeah.
How much were you getting it for? At that
the
point.
first time, I think I paid them like $2,400 for each pound.
So how are they making money?
Damn.
How are they? Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we
Someone
gotta
quit fucking
discuss.
with their shit.
What?
Quit fucking with your shit.
Sorry.
You're turning your mic on and off.
Oh, I was just fucking with the button. My bad.
I can hear it. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
No,
my
no,
bad.
no. It's like, but so wait, so
How
24.
are they even making money?
How are they making money off
Was
that?
it indoor or outdoor?
It was like, I'm not talking super tip top shelf. You know, I'm talking the bottom of the top shelf. The lowest quality thing you would consider top shelf.
So
Oh, you know prices now here. What would you pay for it here?
Like 1,200,
Yeah,
it's
maybe 15.
15.
Good outdoor.
Okay.
No. I would say more like shitty or indoor.
Yeah, but
or like some
but 3
some
years
solid
ago-
greenhouse.
3
some
years
solid
ago, the
greenhouse.
weed game.
Okay, what
was-
are we flipping it for?
Yeah, and now those were SoCal Connects. Just to
so what are we
point that
flipping it
out.
for?
Well, I could. The lowest I ever sold a pound of weed for, I think, was like $4,400. I sold most of them between the $4,800 to $5,400 range,
suck
with
and
many,
fuck me for
many of
For
them
something
being
we
at
would spend
$5,400.
1,500 on.
Yep, $5,400. No problem.
I
For
do.
something
A
that-
couple in a day. I could move a couple in a day.
That's
at
why we always
$5,400.
say the East Coast, our worst is their best. Oh wait, our worst is their best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know that's
Because that's the shit that floods the streets is our shit.
Yeah, that's how we.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Another part of my effectiveness is like top shelf buds aren't the easiest to come by out there,
And
and if
he
you're
had a
getting
massive
them,
supply.
they're usually in small quantity and it's dumb expensive. I'm talking
Oh yeah.
like sometimes if we're talking real good weed, $70 for an eighth, dude.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, straight 20 a gram on the eighth. Like people don't fuck around. Don't get me wrong. That's not all the time. That's like top shelf.
Yeah.
But that definitely happens. It's
Kind of shady business.
And the whole time I was selling pounds, I never stopped selling grams to like my homies. You could buy a gram for $20 off me and an eighth for 50 when I was buying it for like $2 a gram from Cali still. So like I made large portions of my money selling eighths just because I was getting it so cheap.
Well, that's always the best way.
It's like a fucking 6,000% profit.
I mean, you make fast money because what's that?
Selling
What's that
an eighth
$50
is
eighth?
ridiculous.
It's like a $50 eighth is a $7,000 pound,
yeah.
right?
Wait.
Yeah, close to.
Someone's
Dude, if you sell the whole thing $20 a gram, it's $9,600.
Yes.
So you can make
Yeah, we're
$9,600 off of a pound if I broke the whole thing down.
$20,
And I was paying,
$20
like,
grams.
You know what I mean? I'm
How
paying
much?
somewhere. You know that was the first shit I got. I'd like to point out that was the first run they did
448
across
by
the country at 2,400.
You got that? It's 89.60. It's $20 a gram.
So
it's
almost
$9,960.
$9,000.
That's still fucked. Fuck that. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and then that was the
fucked
first
up.
time they drove it
That's a
across.
Huge you got it for.
That was the first time they drove it across. Was like 2,400.
Holy shit.
Then when they started
Then it got
shipping
cheaper.
it. Then when they started shipping it, yeah, I was getting it for I think 2,000 was the most I paid
Fuck.
after they started shipping it.
hate you.
You're fucking Walmart.
I was.
He was.
Yo,
would do
here's
that.
the issue.
He would go.
Here's
send
the
his boys. He would send his boys
Holy
to stand on the
fuck.
opposite corner.
I mean, we were not. This isn't crack 1980s. We weren't standing on the corner.
You were fucking shit up.
This isn't the crack
were
epidemic.
fucking
Like,
shit
there's
up.
no
Yo,
people on the
you
corner
told me
selling.
on top of the pyramid.
Jack, here's
Don't
what I
lie.
said. Here's what
You
I
would
said.
fuck other dudes.
Here's what
sales
here's
up.
what
He's on
happened.
top of the pyramid.
Here's what happened. No, I would find out who else was close to my competition. Anyone who was selling
And
as
you
good
would
as me.
just
I would send people to buy weed off them. Now, the people that would deliver the weed for the top people, I would decide and tell them that they will sell my weed for cheaper or I will put them out of business. And I got people to stop selling weed. I put everybody out of business. I said you don't have a choice. You can sell my weed and make more money, or you can keep doing this and he's going to go out of business.
Scarface, bro.
That's half the reason I had to leave California, because even after getting in trouble,
No, leave New York.
everybody, leave New York. I'm sorry, and come to California, because even after all the trouble I got in,
was like,
everybody
"Oh,
wanted.
it's full."
Everybody hates
trouble
me.
you got in.
Well, we'll get there in a minute, but everybody fucking hates me. I put everyone out of business in a couple different states. Like there were states worth of people that were pissed. Like major. Well, I grew up in a nice suburb, and most of my friends and colleagues in high school went to major colleges along the eastern seaboard. So all of a sudden I had all these connections at colleges that had 50, maybe 100,000 people at them, and they all needed to smoke weed, and all my friends were potheads. And they all liked making money. So all of a sudden I had all these outlets up and down the eastern seaboard at these major colleges where no one else could sell weed there, because my weed was the only weed that would get sold because it was cheaper and better than everyone else's, because it was coming from Cali. They couldn't do shit. I had multiple
Dude,
states.
this is American Gangster,
It
but
was. That's
Weed.
exactly what it is. It's not a joke.
That's
like,
hilarious.
And then it all blew up in my face.
Blue magic.
And then it all blew up in my
Holy
face, as
shit.
these things tend to do.
So,
always
anyways, shit's going down. You're selling it, making hella money. Everything's
Yeah.
fine, right? Good
Making
life.
hella money. I legit had.
then-
It's not gonna stop.
I got
An
no joke.
idiot
I got
doesn't-
2 cars. I got 3 apartments. One of which is in Cali, and I'm paying for people to live in to send me weed at the time.
And you
I was
kinda-
paying for the people who were sending me weed to live in California.
doing
That's how much
the
money I
MC
was
Hammer effect.
making.
You're paying for everyone around you.
Yeah, I had 6 or 7 my homies that lived in my house. I think 2 of them had part-time jobs. They didn't have to do shit. They just had to run errands for me, and we just chilled and did a lot of drugs and went to a
So
lot
how
of
long
shows.
does the glory last?
Honestly,
About a week.
from from the time I got Cali Connects and started making real money, from the time I got busted, 6 months. Not that long. And I moved, like I said, I want to say I moved anywhere
But
from
that's
like
a good money in that time.
yeah, like
How much weight?
what I would say like 200 to 400 pounds, maybe.
Out of what?
Somewhere
Out of
in there, in like
$3,000 to $4,000 profit.
yeah, per pound. That's only if I was selling it.
Jeez.
If I sold it at the ounce, I'm selling
What's
it for
the math,
$3.25
everybody?
a piece at least. Like,
A lot.
oh yeah, no, I was like if I sold it for anything
Yo.
less than an ounce, I'd be murdering it.
Hold on. We're calculating.
was,
I'm
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
That's smart.
That's crazy.
5,200 a pound, and then 5,200
So now let's
times-
start getting to the the downfall. Of
Okay, so
these-
everything's being shipped back and forth. Everything's cool, and then
yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden,
Wait. 52.
Wait.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of crazy math you're doing over there. I'm gonna continue my story though.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, you're getting shipments through the mail, right?
Yeah, we're getting shipments through the mail. So one day I sent my boy to the stash house, which is where we were having shit sent. It wasn't the address we were living at. I go, yo, we were expecting a package. Go wait and sign for it when it gets there.
Yeah.
Pick it up, just like you usually do. He goes to fucking pick it up, disappears. You know, we don't know where he is. He didn't come back. Calling his cell phone, not answering. We're like, this is fucking weird. I sent 2 of my homies to go look for him. Maybe he got fucking jumped. Some people found out what we were doing, some competition or some shit. That's what we were thinking. Like someone basically kidnapped one of our homies with our weed was pretty much our initial assumption, because that's the kind of shit that might just happen when you make moves like that. And so we
You didn't think cops were legal?
No, that wasn't even a
That was
question.
the
We had been
last
doing it. That was the
thing-
last thing on our minds. We had been doing. We had been putting in work for a minute. Like no one had. I figured if the cops fucking knew or wanted us, they'd,
They would have already done it.
Dude, that
yeah,
goes
they
to
could have
show
just
you
gone
when
into
you're
my
fucking-
apartment and done whatever they wanted. Like I don't understand. Like they could have gotten a warrant for any one of my places, and there would have been enough in any one place to incriminate me. I'm sure. No, there just definitely was to put me away for a decent amount of time. I don't know why the fuck they didn't do that, but regardless,
Because they couldn't prove
so
it.
we had to find my homie. I sent people out looking for him. We couldn't find him. I ended up sending one of my homies to the store. I can't remember if it was FedEx or UPS or whatever. To the postal place. And he's a little bit of a charmer. So he started talking to the girl that was there, and he found out that basically 3 of our packages got backed up going to the same address in New York and from the same address in California with the same name as the sending and receiving name, and 3 of them got backed up in a row to get delivered in the same day because they fucked up the order.
All right, listen to this. All from the same house in California, all going to the same house in New York. That's not even the bad part. The
same
bad
name.
part is the same name sending
Right?
from both
Right?
sides.
Yo, I like
John Smith and
I-
John Smith are
yeah.
on the same package.
Yeah. Like the guy
it's
flew
like
to
He's sending it to
California.
himself. Like he's sending it to himself.
It's like, why would you do that?
And I just want to point out that I fucking told these fuckers not to send shit like that. I told them to wrap the weed up, hide it, pillows, food, the whole jazz. I had all kinds of shit set up.
And then they open the box.
And so they get 3 of them, and they have to open them because it's suspicious. And they open the box, and it's just vacuum sealed bags of weed. They're fucking clear. It's not even like they hid them or anything. There's just vacuum sealed pounds and pounds of weed in these fucking boxes. Wow. So naturally, they call the cops. The cops call the DEA. The DEA sets up a little sting. My boy signs for the package, and 2 dudes fucking tackle him out the bushes. No joke. He signs for the package. The dude who was
That's
holding
admitting
the clipboard
guilt.
drops it, fucking grabs him, and 2 dudes come out the bushes and fucking tackle him to the ground.
All you would have done is, I'm not expecting nothing today.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't know. It was the dude
I
was
know,
dressed
you
as the
never know.
UPS dude. He was legit undercover. Fucking dude was like legit most undercover. Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Shit.
My friends just basically just got hella lazy.
My friend,
Because it was so easy for them.
Yeah, like it wasn't even like.
Well,
I was telling them the whole time.
What happened to the shipping side?
Well, the shipping side, basically, let's just say
Jump ship.
they were on such a level. I don't know if you want to say like politically. That's not really the right term, but they were the type of people that can't really get in trouble.
They had backing, you might say.
You know that like 1% of America that's really hooked the fuck up and has
Yeah.
so much money that they can do whatever they want. Like I don't know. Just like kill people and it just doesn't matter because they're just that hooked up. Some of them were those people. So they dipped out and disappeared. And so, with super rich people that are lawyered up gone, why would we focus on them? So they came after all of us, hard body. And by all of us, I mean strictly only the person they grabbed with the package. So they put my boy in jail and they said, here's a $1 million bail bond or $1 million bail. Which means it's $100,000 bail bond.
Yeah.
Now, I had just enough money to pay it at the time. Couldn't do it because that meant everything got shut down. I couldn't even pay rent at any of the apartments if I fucking paid for his bail bond. I wouldn't have been able to make maneuvers. There would have been no money. There would have been no place for him to come out to. He would have been bailed to nowhere. Everything would have been gone.
Yeah.
I don't have $100K to throw around like that. Despite how well I may have been doing, I was spending shit tons of money at the time. Of
course.
I had, I had fucking 2 cars and 3 apartments. Like my monthly bills were outrageous.
Yeah.
But so we didn't take him out. We waited for him to go to trial and shit. And meanwhile, me and one of my other homies went to the DEA office to talk to them about how we could clear up such endeavors. That's probably the most interesting part of the story. Initially, they said, "Oh, you want your friend clear charges? Give us someone else." And I thought, that's cool. I got plenty of enemies, and the person that went to jail is, I would call nothing but my brother. He's not actually related to me, but he lived at my parents' house when he was in fucking high school. Like, I convinced my parents to let him live there because his parents are a bunch of assholes and we tight like that. So, like... Shout out to my homie that went to jail for me, by the way.
There it is again.
Much love, dude. Like, I
Shout
appreciate
out.
that
Shout
shit.
out. But that's a real legitimate one.
Shout
That
out.
guy,
Yeah.
that deserves a fucking shout out.
I
dude.
saw him for the first time in person in like 3 years a couple weeks ago. I went
yeah,
home.
you went home.
Yeah, it was great. It was great to see him and shit. He's doing good. I was happy for him. And back to the point. So we try to go work it out so we can get him out of trouble. And he, being the gangster that he is, was like, "No, I won't let you do anything. I refuse to let you do anything. You can't rat anybody out. You can't set anybody up. You can't do anything to get me off the hook." He refused. Straight up. Like, that's his moral. He's got, like, mad old school morals.
That's cheat code, though, dude.
He took jail time for me. Like, he's got old school morals as fuck. And he's like, "No, I won't do shit.
What would
you can't say shit." So I was like, okay.
In reality now, think about it. What would it have done? Because if you would have ratted someone out, you would have been dead.
Turned into a fucking mess.
You would have had
It would have
problems.
turned into.
You would have been dead.
regardless.
Both of you would have been dead. You would have gotten out, and then it would have been
I'll
like...
say confidently right now that like I would have done anything to get him out of that
And that's
position.
my point,
I put him
and
into
he
a
knew
position
that.
where he was in jail for a long
he played
time,
smart.
and I would have done whatever I had to do.
Yeah,
to
but
get
You were
him out.
playing it emotionally. He was
He
playing
was
it
playing
smart.
smart.
Yeah, absolutely. And at that point, it was emotional for me. I just watched my empire crumble in front of me. I want to point out when he disappeared, we didn't know what happened for an extended period of time. We knew he got grabbed
When
by
did you
undercovers.
find out he was arrested? How long?
Probably. When we found out he was actually arrested.
From the day
like
he went
2 days
missing,
later.
it was 2
like
days?
2 days later.
So 2
The
days of just
first-
complete nothing?
Yeah, like we found out that they got our packages like within probably 6 hours of him being gone. We found out that they had, called the cops. And that's all we knew, is that they had called the cops and we couldn't find our homie. So we started going into panic mode. I was burning ledgers, fucking names, dates, shipping receipts. I got all this fucking incriminating information all over in 3 different apartments. I'm fucking burning shit like wildfire. Like, I'm trying to get rid of everything. Like
Ray Liotta.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
Fucking going nuts.
Dude, I got fucking like binoculars next to the window, like poking my head out and shit, thinking I'm being watched.
Liotta,
Dude.
good
Straight
luck.
freaking the
Yeah.
fuck out, dude. Like, straight freaking out.
And you're on drugs.
We thought they were, and we were on drugs the whole time. We thought people were fucking coming for us, waiting for him to kick in the door.
holy shit, this is a totally random story, but while I was living in that apartment making moves before we got busted, a fucking New York City / New Jersey DEA task force van pulled up next to my house, screeched on the tires, and 4 dudes with fucking assault rifles jumped out and went in 3 apartments down from mine and busted it in while I was making moves. And I had just walked out in my boxers to get the mail, like on my front fucking porch, and literally almost shit my pants. I'm not kidding you, dude. I was just
That's
like,
a movie moment.
Yeah, dude. And they just ran like down the street, like around the corner, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I gotta change my pants, dude. Like, fucking,
you got the wrong guy.
Yeah, dude. Scariest thing ever.
Dude, if I walk outside my house and I see a cop car, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah,
even
no,
though I know
dude,
I'm fine,
legit.
I automatically go, oh,
Dude, that
shit.
shit is terrible,
Even if he's just driving past my house. Like,
I hate cops.
Yeah, dude. No, that shit is terrible.
look at Nari's just so,
Anti-cop.
not even anti-cop, just,
It's not that. They just abuse
No.
their power.
No,
They
it's
do.
anti-asshole
Yeah.
cop.
Absolute power corrupts, absolutely.
you need cops. I'm not saying that we
No,
don't need
anti-asshole
cops.
cop.
Anti,
And I think they need to do like a every
Citizens
month
Yelp?
Have like fucking health. Like,
Yo,
trial
we got
on it.
Rate My Professor. Where's ratemyofficer.com?
yeah,
seriously.
rate my cop.
How come we don't have a ratemyofficer.com?
Make them pass like a.
Well, they
physical
have the
test.
cop. What was it? Cop stop.
Cop stop.
What is that?
There's a couple dope
there's a
apps
big-
where you can like locate them too.
Yeah, dude,
You know?
just, yeah. Well, that don't mean shit.
I don't know.
Those don't work.
All right.
How high are you right now?
I'm so fucking high, dude. I was not expecting the monstrous rips out of that Toro. That fucking got
Toro
me good.
gets
Toro tears it.
You look like a gray alien right
Dude,
now.
and my allergies are horrible right now, so it's like.
I know you sound very nasally.
eyes and nose and
You sound all
he's all
nasally.
gnarried out.
So where was
Okay, so your boy went to jail.
he went to jail.
He went to jail. Wouldn't let you rat anyone out.
I go talk to the
Can we get
Alphabetical
You kind of
animals
skip.
there.
You kind of All right, we're getting to the alphabet. Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
getting
no, I
the
was just getting to
hilarity.
there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but I'm talking to the DEA, and they want me to do X, Y, and Z, and basically every time I talk to them, meanwhile my boy's telling me no, they keep telling me they want more and more and more. First it was like, yo, we want like some dudes you sell to. Then it was like, yo, we need like a dude that pushes some weight for you. And then it was like, yo, we need a dude that pushes as much shit as you. And then they were like, yo, we need some dude that's bigger than you. I didn't give them any of this. They just, every time I talked to them, they just progressively asked for more and more and just kind of slipped it in conversation to the point where I was like, fuck you, I don't even know anybody bigger than me. What the fuck do you want me to do? I pull everyone out of business.
I'm top dog.
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck do you want me to do? And so obviously it became apparent that, I had a life decision to make at that point. Did I want to become like, some little snitch ass DEA fucking informant type of dude who, lives his life like that? Or did I want to, get my shit together and actually continue about my life as a normal human being? So the offer that the DEA proposed to me while we were having these negotiations was that they would drop all charges on my boy and they would eliminate the entire investigation upon us, and all we'd have to do is occasionally toss them some people. As long as we occasionally tossed them some people whenever they came to us and asked us for people, we gave it to them, we could run across the country doing whatever the fuck we wanted. Isn't that crazy?
Occasionally.
Yep.
Just you
100%.
can keep running your business.
We could do what we wanted. They drop all charges as long as we kept tossing them
As
people
long
on a
as they
regular
got
basis.
to make a couple bucks and look
Holy
good.
shit.
Yep.
Dude.
They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. And that was when I made one of the
That's
most important
intense.
decisions in my life, which was to
Like,
tell them
I
to go
wanna
fuck
really do
themselves.
this.
Yeah. That's when I made one of the most important decisions in my life, which was to tell them to go fuck themselves. Now, the thing, unfortunately, that they don't know, and this will probably give me some flack, but I actually recorded every conversation I had with the DEA, and I have all of the recordings.
What? We gotta listen
Yep.
to him on the podcast.
Yeah, no, that's not the type of thing. That's not even the type of shit that's on any of my personal computers.
Yeah.
It's not even currently in my possession, but I will tell you for a fact that it exists.
That's
And-
intense.
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
the funniest part of the entire situation would be when they sat us down and played a conversation of me talking to my homie, talking about how the DEA were listening to our conversation. We're having a phone call and we're like, yo, you hear that click? Yeah, fucking DEA's probably listening. Yo, fuck the DEA. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Y'all listen to our conversation? Yeah, that recording got played for me in the DEA office. You know how dumb you feel when that shit happens? And you're like, oh, really? You actually were recording me? Fuck. What?
Oh my
Like, yeah,
god.
then you feel like a fucking idiot because you just actually were getting recorded, and
That's crazy.
yeah. Funniest / kind of most embarrassing moment ever.
So was there like a
And this is a person who was
cut all ties with them? Like,
yeah, I was just like no, and then I just never went back and left for California like 2 days later. That was my final tie. Was like, yeah, I'm gonna go across the country and never speak to anyone on the East Coast again for a long time. That was my solution. I mean, I set my homeboys up. I stacked my homeboys up with a bunch of cash
And
so
you
they could
came
deal
here
with my
with your
apartments and
boy.
shit. And yeah, you know, my other homie was in jail. He wasn't getting out anytime soon. He's out now on probation. Like I said, I saw him a couple weeks ago. He's doing good, which is good. Yeah, actually, a couple weeks ago was the first time I've been home since all this shit happened. And like, you know, during the course of these events, I definitely alienated a lot of my friends just worrying more about money. You know, like kids I grew up with, not even kids I was chilling. I moved to Cali with a bunch of people, almost everyone that I was, you know, living with at the time, like 6 or 7 people moved out to Cali with me. But within 2 months of living in Cali, they all fucking moved back to New York. Just like, honestly, like, you know, they just like couldn't really hand. Yeah, I think for them,
it's a different style
for
of
them,
life.
for them it was a ride. Like I replaced their parents as the person that provided everything for them, and they got to do whatever the fuck they wanted. And then as soon as I was like, yeah, I'm not just gonna pay for you guys to live and do drugs all day, they were kind of like, oh, like we have to get jobs, and I'd rather live at my parents' house and go to college. So they kind of all just moved back home. It's like they couldn't take it in the real world when I said I wasn't gonna provide for them anymore. They all kind of left, you know, because that's what real friends do is they leave when the money dries up.
Isn't that
Fucking
the
assholes.
fucking truth,
Fucking
though?
assholes, man. Dude. Oh, the money's gone. Y'all dipped across the country.
Dude, you
Never see
you
it
really see who loves you. Like when like
Oh yeah, man.
when all
You
this
wanna
shit goes.
you wanna talk about a real awakening. People I thought were my straight homies, I haven't spoken to since I got in trouble because they didn't give a fuck and they never came around again.
dude,
Like-
that was legitimately the
like
same
oh, this
shit.
kid got busted. He ain't got money. He ain't got hookups.
Okay, yeah. What?
Alright, I don't remember
Fuck, I don't
what we
remember.
were talking about, but on the note
your friends
of,
all dipping out when you
Yeah,
lose
all right,
money.
yeah. Oh, how everyone
So
just
anyways,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
that. You're
everyone
in Cali,
leaves.
Everyone left. Now, I guess you met.
No. So yeah, but a bunch of my homies, you know, they all did back to New York because they couldn't really handle it, and you know that's part of finding out, you know, who flakes like that. Find out who your real homies are. Your real homies stick by you, and like the people that stayed that I keep in touch with, I'm even tighter with, even though I might not see them all the time. The people on the East Coast anyway. Like you know, my current roommate has been with me since way before shit went bad, and you know that's the sign of like a true homie, someone that sticks around. That shit's important as fuck, and you know that means a lot. And,
yeah.
you know, so yeah, we first got out here and everyone kind of dipped back. So me and my current roommate, you know, who said, like I said, has been with me for a minute. Fucking, we've been kicking it. We stayed in Cali. We lived in, you know, San Diego for a year and a half. You know, about 6 months with my friends from New York, maybe 3 months. The rest of it by ourselves. We lived right on the beach in Imperial Beach for a while.
So
That
have
was
you had a
pretty
job
nice.
during this time, or you just been kind of?
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kind of just enjoying
Yeah,
yourself.
I mean,
Reaping
well,
the
Every
honestly,
motherfucker on his game
honestly-
always keeps a stack for a rainy day.
honestly, it's not even.
always.
It's not even like when I first actually like got to Cali. Our original intentions were to like keep making moves in New York, even after telling, you know, the DEA no, to keep some influx of cash coming in. And you know, theoretically, a couple of my homies were gonna do it, and I wasn't gonna do it. So you know, we weren't like the people that were hot were gonna back off, and a couple of my other homies were gonna step up and you know keep providing for the family.
Of course.
Theoretically, you know that yeah, because that didn't happen. But you know, after everybody left, and you know, it was me and my boy now, I was depressed as fuck, dude. Like, I lived on Imperial Beach for like 6 months, like on the beach, had nothing to do with smoke pot, chill on the beach, and fuck around with my puppy all day, and I was fucking depressed as shit, dude. Like, that should be the happiest position a person can be in. Like, I was just seriously... My best friend from in my whole life fucking went to jail, like, because of some shit that I did. Like, what the fuck? That's a terrible fucking feeling.
Yeah, it's like, so what if I'm fucking scot-free?
Yeah,
like,
and yeah, you know...
everything
first,
I've ever known, I have to not ever know again.
Yeah, and you know, on top of that, I had to drop my whole life. Everything I ever did or associated with myself as who I was gone. You know, I wasn't dealing. I wasn't on top making moves. You know, doing shit. I was just chilling.
Thinking.
Yeah, fucking, you know, depressed, and you know, after a while, I straight up was like, fuck it, this is mad dumb. Like, I'm gonna just go back to school and get my degree and shit, and you know, get another degree and get my shit together. Like, what am I doing? Like, the only way to get past this is to fucking get past it. Like, there's no point in thinking
Sitting
about it.
here and being sad.
Honestly, this is the most I've dwelled on it since then. What? So then I'm living in San Diego. I Google, you know, I was looking for like the best community college that there was, and it happens to be right up here where we live at.
Really? This is the best
Community college in California, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's like one of the best in the country, bro.
That is hilarious. I did not know that.
In like the whole country.
Oh my
And
God.
I legit
Hilarious.
looked on Craigslist and fucking found an apartment that was close to this college that was one of the best community colleges in California, and drove 8.5 hours from San Diego with a bunch of my shit in my car and moved in on the spot, having never been to Northern California in my life,
You look
because
at
I'm
the
that kind of guy.
apartment, just
No,
show
I
up.
had all my shit in my car already.
Dude,
So I
looked
looked
on
at the
Craigslist.
apartment, but I already had to. I didn't really have a choice. I had to sleep there that night. Otherwise, I was driving home to San Diego. It's already like 8 o'clock. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't gonna happen. So
That's
yeah,
pretty intense.
that's just the kind of dude I am, though. I was by
pretty lucked
myself.
out.
Like,
This is like fucking chill ass area like this.
yeah. So I caught my apartment, went back to school, and now I'm doing the fucking school thing. Got my shit together, and like I said, I just kick it and smoke and go to school. I don't do shit else anymore. I stopped partying, everything. It's kind of nice actually, like just to have it be
So
quiet.
I
and
don't
shit.
know if we discussed this on this one, but when did Baby come and play?
Oh, okay. So I was just kicking it because I've lived here for about 1.5 years now. Yeah, because I'm about 3 years in Cali. So one day I was just kicking it, and my fucking roommate was like out, I don't know, at the store or some shit. And he fucking just brought this kid back to the crib. He was like, yo, like, I just met this fucking kid. And I was just like, word, we're just going to smoke with this kid? Like, that's fucking cool.
Were you,
And,
were you dabbing at the time?
What?
Were you
I don't know.
dabbing?
I wasn't dabbing.
Were you
No,
smoking
that
up
was
all-
that was
but,
just
like,
that
not
was.
a lot.
Is that pre-dab days?
It was
I was making it-
making the dab days.
Yeah,
Like, I
they
was
weren't
buying
making
shit
it.
at dispensaries.
I had it, but and that was when I was like,
Was this when I came over? Or was that?
that was later. That's later.
So I tried some stuff.
But
Uh,
but like I went over there and I legitimately thought like, oh cool, a couple kids from New York, they smoke weed, you know. And then a couple times I start
talking.
I start hanging out with King over here without his boy. And that's when the real shit goes
He
down.
starts telling you.
He starts talking to me like legit, like not like, hey man, you know, like
I got real. I got real, man. We got
at first it was like, yo, I'm a cool dude from New York, and then it was like, nah, son, I was doing
I am
well,
New York.
you know, like. So that after that, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, let's
sure.
do some shit.
Well,
Like-
you know, that's like part of my decision is like, even when I meet people out here to this day, it's like, that's such a big part of me, but I don't even like to talk about that. Like, when I meet people, I'm just like, yeah, like, I'm a student. I go to school, and I do
Well, you
mad
kind of
good to
start
school.
over really.
Like,
you know?
like
It's-
yeah, like, I
it's
act like that's not even part of me. Like, I ignore that this shit happened for the most part, because it's the
Think
only
about
way to it.
You met me, and it was just like, yeah, man, I smoke weed, and then it's like, yeah, I got fields of weed, like,
Right.
yeah, I make crazy amounts of hash too. Oh
Right.
fuck,
Yeah. We both started real low key with it, and both got a little more honest, realized we were crazy. Fucking.
yeah. It like started like, oh, that's cool, and then just went.
Started blowing up, and like I feel lucky as fuck, like, you know, having risen to the top and spending all that time and effort in New York.
just to come over here and to coincidentally find you and make it to like the top 1% of like not only Californians but like
market.
Northern Californians is
Dude,
just
meant to
like
be, bro.
it's just like it's just great. It saved me so much effort. Do you know
Well, I guess
how long
that's
it
what
would
I
have
mean,
taken me
like,
to have the
like
hookups that you have?
together.
Are you kidding? Do you know how far down the hookup tree I cut off by meeting you? It's so convenient. I'll probably still be buying shit at the clubs, dude. Like, thank God.
Yeah, you'd be buying my shit from the gloves. Like,
Yeah, fuck that. I don't want to be one of those people.
I know, dude.
Yeah,
that's
it'd be a sad
intense.
day.
I'd hate to be one of those people.
No shit.
Dude, let's talk about that now.
About the people buying shit at the clubs?
Yeah, people getting fucked by clubs.
Well, if you want, I have a cool like procession. Having bought weed in New York, I came out here and first didn't have my card, so I had my homies going to the club for me. But my homie's card was like expired, so we only had this one club that accepted it, right? So like he could only go to one club. So my first introduction to California was that this my homie can only go to one club, and that's the only weed that I can get when I first get
So
here.
it's like a drug dealer.
It's like it's like it incrementally
There's like
grew
this
up.
one hidden spot. That you
So
have to go to.
eventually, my boy renews his card a couple weeks later. Gets his card renewed. He can go to a bunch of dispensaries.
No, it's all
Eventually,
open.
I renew my card, or I get my card. I can go to a bunch of dispensaries. Start out with the top dispensaries. Realize some dispensaries are better than others. You got to find some hidden gems. Start finding some hidden gems. Realize I was getting ripped off in the beginning. Move my way up to Northern California. Realize fuck everywhere in Southern California. Y'all pay way too much for weed. Y'all pay way too much for weed. So again, I kind of made it into another tier of cheaper weed buying.
There's a
coming
reason
up to
why they
Northern
pay so much
California.
for that weed.
Yeah, because people got to drive it down from NorCal. That's why I got to pay for it.
No. Don't get me wrong. There's some awesome growers in Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, all that shit. But we have more.
Yeah. And
There's a reason there's a place called Grass Valley, you fucks.
Only
There's a reason. Like, you can just...
Look at that billboard.
You go up there and you take a random fucking turn down a dirt road. Don't do this, by the way. But...
yeah.
I mean, do it if you want to get shot. It's
Yeah,
cool.
do it if you want to get shot. But you can just drive, and literally you'll like look to your right, and it'll just be like, oh, brick, brown, emerald. Like all of a sudden, emerald. For as far as you can see, it's just like the fucking deepest green, and it's not trees. It's
It's trees.
it's trees. This is not little pine cones. This is a field of money.
Yeah, I mean-
This is those people's lives. Like that entire town is powered like off of weed.
Yeah.
And all the
Their
sales
entire
of it.
economy runs off weed.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
their whole economy. And then you have all these people. It's fucking terrible, man. Fucks up the economy. What is gonna happen when people make money? They spend it.
Well, the real issue is that the people making the money are not the current rich people off of weed. That's really the issue. It's not stopping the weed or stopping the money. It's stopping the money from reaching the hands of people like us.
They just want their hand in the pot.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and
until
that's
they can officiate having only their hand in the pot and no one else's.
They got to
they're not gonna
regulate
do
it before
shit.
they can do anything.
Yeah.
No, that's why I always say I'm like they don't not like weed. They just don't like how they don't make money off of it.
Yeah. They just haven't found the proper system to
But
profit
also,
off of it
look
yet.
at the way that's ran. I mean, why isn't the way it ran like a restaurant? I mean, you have a club out here. People can buy weed from anyone off the streets, and they can sell for any price. There's no regulations. There's no testing. There's no middleman. There's no question how much they paid for it. Yeah. But you go to a restaurant, you guys got a cash register, and they got money they buy. They pay taxes and everything. Everything's more legit.
My mind was blown first time I got weed that was tested.
What?
That's a
being
whole
from New York.
That's a whole
Oh
new
my
thing
God,
now,
they
is
got
because
tested?
it's getting so
What?
competitive. They got to start
I
testing.
couldn't believe that shit.
Yo,
It's like you actually have the test of what's in this weed. No way.
that's like the first question I ask when I go into a club.
Is do you test?
Yeah, do you guys test your? Do you,
But not
do you
just for
shit?
testing. There's also different kinds of testing. There's the mold testing, and then there's also the THC testing.
I know. Then you have like the
Cleanliness.
bullshit testing that like you can
Yeah,
see
the piece of paper they print out on their own fucking computer.
the little table that they made for it themselves.
This we'll just say 21%. It looks pretty frosty.
The way that you can tell is because there's it works out in math. Like I can't write
like
the
a formula.
There's
Well, it's
a
like
form-
that one joke you're telling me the other day about the thread count.
Oh yeah,
Well, that
fucking
was
Aziz
Oh,
Ansari's
yeah, that's
fucking
my
thing
favorite
on
part.
fucking
It's the same
sheets.
concept with
Fucking
THC
Z's
and their whole
hilarious.
thing. Oh, it's this much, and they're labeling all this shit whatever
Yeah.
the fuck they want.
How do you
but-
really
Yeah.
know?
How do you know? You're your motherfucker.
No, you know what?
testing it.
You know what fucking pisses me off? Edibles. 4X, 10X.
Oh,
What the
that's
fuck is an
even
X?
more-
Hey,
What the fuck
hey,
is an
I'm,
X?
I'm proof.
What
Fuck
the
them.
fuck is an
Fuck
X?
them. They
I
had
don't
one of
know
those
what it
20
is.
dose, 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah, don't give me that shit.
How is you know smelling good
One of our
THC's
friends
there?
even he used to run a club. Even
And
hates
he-
on that shit. He was even like, dude, he's like, how the fuck are you gonna measure a dose?
is
Like,
an X,
every
a
dose
dose?
is different to every single fucking person.
Right? That's
like,
the dumbest
what?
shit I've ever heard.
15
Well,
milligrams.
that
It's
was,
like,
but back to what I was gonna say
15 milligrams.
about the thing. You know as I know, those fucking lab sheets. You have to calculate it. It's not just the fucking percent right there. No. You have to calculate those three numbers together.
Yeah.
And the fucking idiots that make their own percentages, they'll put it like 27% THC, and then not knowing anything about marijuana, will put like 8.9% CBD. Not knowing that, being like, hey,
can't
you know,
overthrow the other.
you know that if you have that high THC, that is fucking possible
Right?
to have that other percentage. in
Yeah.
there.
You can have one
We
or
are
the other.
talking a hundredth of a percent of CBD will be in that flower. You're a fucking cunt, and you're lying to people. I hate you. Like,
Yeah. Well,
and that's how I
fucked
get
up.
kicked out of clubs, is when I read that shit and I go, hey, you fucking lie. Like, all of a sudden, like, we'll go from like, oh, that's cool weed. You're lying to people. Fuck you. You're a traitor. Like, I
Bro,
just
like the
Dude,
first
but most of the time they don't. My bad. They don't even know though. Like even the people
Yeah,
who
the
work there,
problem
they have
is,
no fucking
right,
idea themselves.
That
It's
was
like,
that was one of my biggest issues first going to clubs out here as a fucking East Coaster. Was like I walked in and I know more about weed than the fucking bud tenders do.
You shouldn't
I
know
don't
more
want you
about
to sell
weed.
me weed because you're fucking retarded. You're making shit up.
You're worse than a
here-
street dealer.
You're over here. You're like, oh yeah, Diesel's one of the most ridiculous indicas you can get. You'll fall right asleep. Shut the fuck up. Who are you? Why are you selling me weed? Why do you deserve to be on the other side of that counter?
You're a
You don't know what the fuck
cashier.
you're
That's
talking
all
about.
you are.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
I don't ask the lady at Walmart about the fucking
this
food
headband's
that I'm
gonna put
buying.
you right to
Like-
sleep.
Like, don't shut up. I'm not here for your
man.
opinion. You're here to look good while you serve me my weed. That's it. Not here to convince me to buy some other shit.
Yeah, or they get like cute girls to work, and it's like,
Yeah.
bitch, you have no fucking clue, like,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what this is. It's like,
Yeah, I'm okay
This
with that
is
as long
really
as they don't try to
strong.
tell me
I like
that they
smoked
know
a
what they're
bowl
talking about.
on my break,
yeah, that's
and
the
I'm
thing,
like,
man.
ripped.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah, no,
Fuck.
get out of here.
It's some fucking sophomore in college.
That's why you fucking, dude, just grow your own.
Delivery
your own,
weed.
know where it
people,
comes
people
from.
who don't live in
Do your own
medical
shit.
states or California, delivery weed. That was the coolest concept to
That-
me. More than one occasion, I will order weed
never-
over the phone
Have you ever
on a
delivered?
credit card
Huh?
You ever done delivery?
and get weed delivered to my house with a credit card.
I do it in LA
It's
all
one
the
of my
time.
favorite things. No,
Big
here,
shout
here,
out.
Yeah.
Big-
Yeah, no, I'm saying,
I-
no, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
But-
although, no, I've just ordered weed delivery with my credit card over the phone out here,
Dude,
which is awesome.
That was the dopest shit. Even though I don't really use banks very much.
that blew my
But,
mind
like,
the first time I did do
Bree
that.
loved that too because Bree doesn't like using cash. So like Bree's like, oh my god, I can buy weed with
Well, it's
a
like,
credit card.
well,
You know,
I
like-
just don't.
You get a receipt and
When I
shit.
Yeah,
came-
you get a receipt.
When I came to
eighth on
California,
it.
I switched my life. I went from stacks of cash to nothing but plastic, just because I had no credit. Because I hadn't.
That is true.
So I was a cash person, so like now I only use my cards. So like, fuck yeah, dude! If I could buy weed on my credit card and build my credit while I smoke my weed, why not?
hey, you gotta get one of those iPhone attachments
Yeah,
that you
a
swipe
little
your
swiper,
card.
dude.
Just say you did gardening for some people.
Yeah,
just
man.
start swiping.
Oh, so
Shit.
charging people like that way.
Yeah, it's a
Wouldn't-
good way to make moves.
That you'd get caught. So making there's like nine
Just
$40
Get a
transactions
business
a day.
license and call it just Juan's like services.
What? No, that's racist.
Dude, what do you mean?
Is come on.
You're the racist, bro.
Oh,
wait, we're turning this into a different side of the podcast.
You don't need to go to the
Hey,
racist
fucker!
podcast.
This is my podcast.
You are the racist, Nari. You are the racist now.
You don't get to come on my show
gets to determine
and say
who's
what the
racist.
fuck is what.
Yeah, how dare you?
How
dare you.
Hunter ain't here to save you, bitch.
Put him on speakerphone. Back.
Back some trolls right now.
No.
Alright, anyway.
Yo, I got my first troll on Twitter like a couple weeks ago. I, was
I
so
saw
excited.
that.
I was so pumped. I'm like that. That's like
It's awesome,
that's like a
dude.
milestone for me. Like as just a normal person who smokes weed and just like lives his life for like someone to go out of their way to hate on what I do. Like, really? You took that much time and effort to hate on me? That's just so exciting.
I know,
Like, I can't believe you did that. It put such a smile on my face. Like, I'm worth your time. I can't believe that. I'm just sitting here fucking around. Like, you.
That's what I get out of it too.
Like, oh, I'm sure you have tons, Charles. It's probably annoying for you. For me, it's still flattering.
Sometimes.
Like, oh, I'm worth your time to fuck with. That's cool.
Sometimes they're pretty good. And I'm like, oh, you little fucker, you kind of got me pissed. And then other times I'm just like, block. Because I don't have time for that shit anymore. Like, there's too many people sending me good shit, and there's too many people like that are nice to others. Like when they like post their shit, I retweet them, you know.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, that's fucking bomb," or that's a dope ass piece.
Some people help each
That's
other
what it's
out. They
about.
kind of like within your comments, they almost have their own little breed of shit that starts taking off, and
Yeah.
people start helping people out.
But then there'll be like one motherfucker, one little cunt that just always has to be like, fucking regs. And if you're on Instagram, you don't get a chance to do that because I just delete your comments and block you. Just a heads up to any of you idiots. Yeah. You will lose out on my feed. That sucks for you. I don't care. I keep getting followers. You lose me. Then you're done.
Right? It's about showing people that, you know, weed is out there and everyone's fucking smoking it, and you should be helping out your fellow weed man. You shouldn't be shitting on other people smoking weed. We got to grow as a community if we ever want to get anything accomplished.
Yeah. What the fuck? What are you gaining off of telling someone that their weed is shit?
Or saying it looks like crap, or their hash is good.
It's
or
just hate, man.
It's
There's
just-
haters out there.
Because look,
If you want to do anything, post a better picture and don't say shit. Just let your pictures stand for themselves.
Exactly.
If
And
you
the
got better shit, post a picture.
How do people know? Like you look at Crumble and say that Crumble looks like that. Oh, that shit's Crumble's harsh and shit, man. How do you know? You haven't smoked our stuff. You have no idea.
First off,
you
you
can
think
only
our
can judge it
Crumble's
by
harsh.
seeing it.
You're
You
so
have no idea.
I would like. I could probably dab a gram of that fucking Crumble, dude. It fucking. I'd dab it till the nail went out. That shit doesn't even affect your throat. You don't even know you're fucking smoking it.
yeah, dude.
It's
It's
ridiculous. Yeah. So you're unaware you're smoking anything.
Dude,
It's the smoothest thing ever.
You know, I don't even care anymore because I know for a fact, because I know that none of these motherfuckers would have the balls to say that if they were in my goddamn presence. Because
That's another thing. Like people talking shit. Like
well, not just say it, bring it up, and then let's see what you have. I mean,
not
show
even
me what
that. Not even that. Motherfucker, I've got your goddamn year's worth of wax on my table right now. And it's gonna be gone by this weekend.
I have more wax than you've ever smoked in front of me or
That's
ever
what I'm
seen.
saying.
Like, don't talk shit.
Don't talk shit.
Yeah.
What's that?
What's that gonna accomplish?
What
for
is
you,
that
man?
gonna? You're not gonna. Because you know what? Maybe if you were nice, I'd invite you to come smoke.
Yeah.
I'd invite you to come smoke.
Come out and hang out.
Come out and hang
Although,
out.
Maybe you'll be a cool person. We'll like
honestly,
you.
like I'm sure there's at least a couple dozen people out there that are just smoking on such shit stuff that they're just mad at the world.
But
for
they
being
probably
in a
don't
better
even know they're
position than
smoking
them.
on shit stuff too, dude. That's the
Yeah.
worst part. It's like, fuck, dude. They probably think it's hella bomb and shit.
Right? Oh, it's the worst. I mean, everybody's been there. Shit, when I first came to Cali, I was fucking smoking on
Hey, man, me too.
shit fucking oil.
Dude, and if
Everyone,
you make it, and if you
everyone's
make
been
it,
there, man.
and if you
Everyone's
make
been there.
it-
That's how we're here.
occasionally, you're gonna get some gnarly shit. Yeah. You know, practice makes perfect, but
You can
practice
accidentally
also
make
makes
the best shit ever. Really, it happens.
Yeah,
As
and
a
you
person that's done it, like when I first started fucking, making wax, and I wasn't good at it and didn't have a lot of good equipment, didn't really know what I was doing. I accidentally made some phenomenal ass fucking wax that like was really nice. I'd like to have
Accidentally?
someone right now. Yeah, like some legit really nice crumble. Like
Well, see, that's what
Close
we're
to that
going back
green
to
crack
saying is
quality.
consistency is what makes you really good.
yeah, it was
Growing,
all-
making,
it was all some
everything.
diesels. It was fantastic.
Consistency.
Dude, practice makes perfect and everything, man.
Yeah, that's what
It's
we're
the truth.
preaching.
Absolutely.
Man,
Why you hate, bro? Why you being like one
Yeah.
of your fucking
Over there.
commenters?
yeah.
No,
don't
it's
be a
because
hater.
I gotta get like a new male-to-male attachment for it. It was
A hypocritical hater.
Very hypocritical.
Very hypocritical. hater.
yeah. Someone broke my attachment and I bought a new one. It's shitty.
because we're
That is
racist.
nice. Not too happy about it, but I don't really care. I'll fix it eventually. I'm not sweating it. It works. I'm sure one day I'm gonna wake up, look at it, and be like, "Oh, this makes my bong look so ugly," and I'm just gonna buy a new one. But
Until that day, I'll just use this one.
Until that day.
Yeah.
Giddy up. Maybe
Until we
taking a
get
dab.
there.
Ooh, it's good dab too.
Did you tell
Nice.
a story about your teardrop drip catcher?
Oh, that's a scary story.
What about that too?
Well, it's not a good story, but
No, it's just supposed to be like a fact fighting mission.
okay.
So that's a story. We'll just put some.
All right,
some information.
let's just
not
put some
it's
information out there.
It's
Let's-
information.
Okay.
So what happened?
So, however this may be taken, as many of you know, I have a weird ass reclaim catch thing on my rig, and it's like a teardrop. And I, being a fucking idiot, was like, I'm gonna fill it up. So I did my best to fill it up like as high as you can before it just started dripping out. And I'm gonna admit, to some degree, no matter what, BHO has some sort of butane in it. So no, you know
That's not true. It's just
No.
it's just fucking flammable. It's not because of the BH.
Yeah,
There's not
oil.
butane left in it.
Then what-
The oil is fucking flammable.
No, the oil wasn't the thing that caught the fire.
you don't know that.
The oil is a gas now.
You don't know what happened.
all right. First
You're
off,
speculating.
hold up. If you already dabbed it and it's reclaim,
is all
there's
up to
no
say.
way there can be
Speculation.
BHO in there. It already would have
Hey,
burned off when you
this-
dabbed it.
this- yeah.
That's impossible.
that's-
I know this
I
happened,
did-
actually.
Then
I don't know how it happened,
hallucination.
but that was wrong.
dude,
Maybe you were so
Ooh.
dabbed out and you just thought you saw fucking.
Maybe it was a
motherfucker.
firefly.
Yeah, what's really going on?
Motherfucker.
Laser pointer.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So look, legitimately, what happened? Legitimate. Y'all are just discounting this like I'm hallucinating when I'm all dabbed out or something. Making me sound crazy as
No,
fuck.
we're just saying that the gas that caught it on fire. You don't
I'm
know what
not-
that gas is.
I'm not
That's
saying
all
that
I'm
you were
saying.
hallucinating. I'm just saying I don't
Okay,
believe
look.
that it happened.
So like, the
Okay,
re-
you know, for once, butane's a liquid.
could be.
So the gas that came out, I don't think it really is a gas. I think it's more of a bubble of the oil. Like it could have been like I don't know, like a methane, or it could have been any other flammable gas. that
Methane?
comes
That
out of
doesn't-
this
how would
combustible
methane
shit
get in
we've
there?
done. I don't know.
How did methane get in there?
Dude, I don't know.
That was so ridiculous.
I'm full of chef ass here.
I had the weirdest fucking. I was like, what did you just? There's cow farts in my fucking hash,
I'm just
man.
saying
Right?
methane is flammable, right?
Dude, yeah.
So it's just another flammable gas that could have gotten there.
There's lots of. Oxygen is flammable.
Exactly.
I'm not setting air on fire. Shut up.
There's
Shut
not
up.
enough oxygen.
Shut up. Now
There's
you're
not
reaching.
enough oxygen
Now
in
you're
the
reaching and
atmosphere
you're
for it to
like
light on
trolling
fire.
me.
Well,
You're trolling me.
Yo,
No.
if our atmosphere had more oxygen in it, you could totally light the whole thing on fire. There's just not enough oxygen.
Stop it! Stop it! All right. We're not telling my story here.
there's oxygen bubbles. in there
Okay.
catching on fire.
Because
Already a significant
because
amount of
King
pollution
and
in there
RJ
that
do
could
not
light
want
on
me
fire.
to say it, there was no butane in it.
no, we're just saying.
All I'm saying
just saying-
I'm
is,
saying it's not scientifically
there's not enough
possible.
information to tell
all
us
I'm
what's going
saying is if you have that much of a fucking like,
First off, I'm just impressed that you filled it up that much.
dude, I
wanna
was
point
impressed
that
too.
out.
I was
on.
pretty.
Okay, we're
fucking
just saying
impressed.
be careful.
But
Okay.
yeah, don't fucking leave your reclaim in there. As a warning.
Fire.
Yeah, because dude, I heated the nail up, but I really super.
Okay,
heat my
okay.
nails.
Let's be more specific. Don't leave like an inch thick tube of reclaim under in your fucking catcher because mine's like
We'll just
Yeah.
keep
mine's
it
like
in general.
mine's like a quarter of an inch, and I used to fill it up all the time, and I emptied out, and I never had a problem. Yours is like an inch.
World problem.
Like
This
That's
is
like a
such
full.
first world problems.
yeah, yeah.
This
you
is
had
so
at least
dickish.
a gram of reclaim in there
These
when
kids
that
are
happened.
smoking reclaim, and I'm like, don't save it. It's gross.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
It'll
wrong.
catch on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
It's on it. It's actually if you
Yeah,
eat
reclaim's mad healthy. I
vitamins and
recommend,
nutrients in it.
Yeah.
And it makes-
no, stop.
I was just fucking with you guys. This is terrible.
Fuck.
All right. Oh,
I'm
well,
so
here,
high,
I'll-
and
I'll
y'all are
actually
just like
explain
passing
my-
information by, and I'm not
Hey,
even
well,
realizing
All right,
it.
all right. Here's some legit information
Nari
for
might
you.
up your hair grow back.
So, should you ever happen to get some BHO that you don't really like smoking, as if we did, I don't know what we did to that particular batch or what you did to that particular batch, didn't smoke quite as nicely. We were experimenting. It was interesting to say the least,
Dude.
We talking
but it
about
wasn't
that
something
shit
that I
on the
wanted
show?
to smoke. Probably because I'm fucking spoiled
What?
and we get this shit all the time. But
Yeah,
basically,
fuck you, dude. No, you get.
yeah,
You
gotta
get.
spoil the fuck out.
Yeah, you get. No,
What?
you do not. You cannot Well, yeah, I guess you do get to rate it because you do get to see like the broadest range.
Yeah,
but
true.
but you can't be a picky little bitch either because you're one of you're one of like
it was
you're one of like
legit.
6 people that gets the private reserves.
Yeah,
like
you get some of the shit
that like
This is true.
that
This is
nobody
true.
gets.
All right, but you know that shit was not the nicest.
Oh, it was terrible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I'm sitting here trying not to bash it on Mike. Like, yeah, that shit was fucking horrible. That shit was fucking
terrible.
gross. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it.
But
It was gross
on
as
that
shit.
note, if you end up getting terrible BHO,
You
eat
throw
that
it in
shit.
your freezer and then you fucking eat it. Or you can either put it in food after you cook it, or you can
guess
ball it up
it's
into a little
like
pill
coffee,
and you
man.
fucking eat it.
Yeah,
Because
like-
then you don't have to taste the nasty shit.
Yeah,
Like, just if you have
How
bad
much are you
BHO that you don't like
How
smoking,
much you guys eating here?
just eat it. What?
eat like a half a gram.
I've eaten a lot
What's
before.
the most you've eaten?
Like 2 grams. I could barely keep my eyes open. It was so
Because
difficult.
it's super heavy.
He
high,
put
isn't
he
it?
put like close to a gram on a cookie, dude, and I was fucked up. Like,
Oh yeah, of some raunchy, nasty oil too that I would never smoke. It was shit I would only cook with.
yeah, but he put it like right in the middle of a fucking cookie, and I fucking just bit.
Fuck me up.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I make crazy. I've been making crazy edibles with BHO ever
Yeah,
since I
dude,
started
this guy's
making
always
BHO.
been doing it. He's like, hey man,
Edibles have
fucking
always,
crazy.
even when I was back east, like I would make some crazy potent edibles. The first time I ever made edibles, me and my friends bought an ounce of swag, and my friend cooked it overnight into brownies at his parents' house, and brought it into homeroom the next day on Friday, and we all ate a third of the batch each. So we each ate a third of an ounce. And it was the first time I'd ever eaten edibles. And by the time I got to third period,
So
I was
you
like a
were
sophomore
fucking
in high school or
space
something.
traveling.
By the time I got to third period, I like looked up at my teacher, and like her face was like didn't look like her face. It looked like, I don't know, it was just different.
It'll
It just
get
didn't
to
look
a
like my
point.
teacher. So I looked up. I'm not kidding you. I put my backpack on and just walked out of class and walked 3 miles to Pizza Hut. No, Pizza House.
Pizza
And
House.
Pizza House was a fucking... No, I got to Pizza House. Didn't have any fucking money. Walked all the way another like mile and a half back to my house and went to sleep for like 6 hours. It was fantastic.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, that's all.
Yeah.
Edible things are heavy, man. It's a hard.
It was
hitting
intense,
high.
bro.
When you overdo the edibles,
It was intense.
Remember that was
It
that
is
I was trying to explain that to
heavy.
Hunter because I was like, he's like,
Very different.
so like, what about eating weed? And I was like, that's like 5 times as strong. And then he's like, so what about eating BHO? And I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
because like BHO
most
is
people
like
don't do it.
is like 5 times as strong as weed. So if you eat BHO, is it exponential or is it just multiplied?
No, it's
like,
like exponential.
that's what I'm thinking.
It's exponential.
Because legitimately, it feels exponential.
You remember when
Like-
you ate those hash chocolates?
Oh fuck!
That's what it's like. I
Yeah,
guarantee.
dude.
If you eat a gram of legitimate BHO, your legs will go.
I
numb.
probably ate like a 3 gram like
Dude, that was
chocolate. It was like a little Godiva square.
Yeah.
I fucking fell asleep 45 minutes later, dude. Me,
Where'd you get it at? What was it?
some shady ass fucking club. With the guy who sold it to me was wearing like a leopard coat, looked like Trinidad James. I swear to God. Like, you remember that shit?
like Middle Eastern.
Yeah. Hell, he was like a weird. He was like a Arabian Trinidad James.
Wait, have
Yo,
you
buddy,
guys-
buddy.
Has anyone
This
had
best.
Had that edible? That
What?
You couldn't taste the pot.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they just weren't motherfucking potent. Yeah, yeah.
Those-
No, I'm telling you, the only way to do it is to use BHO and to put all of it. No.
Put all of it in one bite.
BHO tastes a shit ton. You have to put all of it in one fucking bite in one spot. That's what you do with the BHO. That's why the BHO is so awesome, because you literally just put all of it in one bite.
And you don't have to
You don't
bake
want to.
it.
If you spread that shit out, it'll
because it's
taste the
already
worst.
Dude, yeah, you could just buy
yeah,
a
you
box
don't
of
wanna bake it.
cookies.
Put it all over.
You buy a
No,
box
like
of
just one
fucking
spot. What I'll
cookies
do
or
is
Oreos.
when they're hot, like
And just
I'll
melt
like
it on
poke
there.
a little hole in the top
man,
of
I
one,
don't-
drop a
that
thing of
sounds
BHO in, and put like a little
tense.
bit of cookie on top of it, and then
RJ,
just like eat it. In
let's
the
do
middle
it
bite
for a
of the
YouTube
cookie.
video.
So yeah,
Let's buy a
it's
box of
real intense.
cookies and then we'll take we'll buy a box of Oreos and we'll trade out all the cream filling for wax.
and then we'll return it to the store. Yo, my homies, when we were in New
We're
York,
still gonna do a free YouTube video.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the first one.
We have a,
No.
I can't tell you.
yeah,
Say the idea.
We'll tell
I'll
you after
give
the
you the deets
podcast.
afterwards. It's intense.
It's in the message.
Oh yeah.
Don't.
Make sure I'm there when you guys do that. By the way,
We need
I
more
don't want to
people,
miss
yeah.
that. Well, I can bring my roommate.
Yeah, he'll love that.
Yeah, you would love that.
Speaking of, is where are we at right now? I think that's Yeah, fuck, because it's like 11 now. Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah, I got the
fuck,
Toro.
'cause you
My
got-
fucking
you have your
my
roommate,
roommate
too.
can't smoke because
Alright.
I got the Toro.
All right,
Yeah.
to be honest,
Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about grow rooms and shit. But
yeah,
we'll
I'm
do that
sorry,
later.
but it's
we have special
not.
guests and shit, and it's good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
time
it's
and-
not like it's the last time he's gonna be on
Next episode.
either.
Yeah, we got a story.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
a
he's
story
gonna be on all the
himself.
time. It's not. I see him all the time.
And we got a new kid and everything. We should be doing this a little more often. Now
Yeah.
We're set up and figure this shit
Now
out.
that I don't have to fucking drive to Hunters to do this.
This was the
Yeah.
test run. Well,
After all the fuck ups in the beginning.
So follow me, the Diamond Baby. Follow RJ the Maker, Narimon13, and Concentrate King
with K.
K for Concentrate and King, which I think they know how to spell King.
King
now.
with a K.
it'd be funny if I spelled King with a C. Concentrate.
King.
Okay.
That would be
Put
the
it backwards.
most weird dyslexic bullshit.
Yeah, right. No, I hate that.
But
kind of shit.
yeah. All right, that's it.
Send questions. and we're done.
Send questions.
But I guess
to-
we'll do
Yeah.
grow rooms and shit next time.
Yeah,
I mean, you got our
we'll
Twitter
do
handle,
another
so you
one
can ask us
later this
questions.
week. It's only
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it is Monday.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Woo.
Peace.
Goodbye.